Autem ne, no.
JWOC 2024 is supported by Region Plzeň, City of Plzeň, Škoda Group, the National Sport Agency, municipalities of Dobřív, Dobříč, Hůrky and Stříbro, companies Streicher, Göring, Mercury International, AC Heating, Innovate, Rockpoint, Hanach and Grant Thornton.
Dear fans of Orienteering, hello and welcome back to Junior World Orienteering Championships in Czechia. We just moved some 30 kilometers west from Pilsen to lovely small town of Stříbro, and I'm here again with Jakub Chaloupský. Kuba, welcome back.
Hello Dan, hello everyone. Stříbro means in Czech language silver, but today we are not going to compete in a mines. We are going to compete in an old town, Stříbro.
And we'll follow the individual sprint distance, and we are curious who will mine the rare metals today. And it doesn't matter if it will be gold, silver or bronze, but I'm looking forward to thrilling competition. Again, yesterday we saw the sprint relay. What do you expect from today's sprint distance?
Yes, yesterday we saw rather fast and furious race. Today it will be also pretty fast, I think, but we can expect several interesting crew choices also in the end of the course.
So let's check the venue. Yesterday we introduced you Pilsen as a very famous city, especially for its Pilsner beer. Stříbro is not so famous at all, but it's a small, lovely town with some 8,000 inhabitants, with a picturesque main square on the hilltop, and with a really beautiful Renaissance town hall just behind me, and we will have our TV split time right here.
Stříbro is maybe not famous worldwide, but it has one famous local citizen. Former pro cyclist Zdeněk Stybar is a multiple winner of Cyclocross World Championship and also a stage winner at Tour de France. His family has a guest house which is behind me.
The most technical part of the race is in the very beginning in the narrow streets of Stříbro, and it's in a slope, so runners need to be ready for some climb and some of the stairs again.
In the end of the course, runners have to cross quite deep valley. They have several options how to do it. One option is to go on this bridge, St. Wenceslav's bridge, which is a bit longer, but they can save some climb or go somehow straight.
The arena of today's sprint is located at the athletic stadium, but before the runners approach the stadium, they will go through the skate park where they need to show some tricks and skills.
Rita Marmaroshi, 3 gold medals from last year's JWOC, the queen of sprints with already some experience from elite class as well. We thought she is unfortunately a little bit injured, but what are her expectations before today's race?
I would say I prepared much more technically for the sprints than physically, for sure, in the past month. But I expect some bigger route choices, but apart from that, I think the physical shape will just decide the places. But I haven't run at all in the last month. Today it will be my first run.
Guillaume Ferraud, last year he ended up just beneath the summit, finishing second. Time to seize the gold medal today.
Yeah, I hope so, but we'll see.
How were the preps going?
Really good. I did a really good summer. No injuries, everything were perfect. So I expect a lot of different choice and really tricky navigation. It's really good to do sprint in Czech Republic. It's really tricky with some tricky part in park. It's not so easy to change between buildings and parks.
Filip Jančík, potential target of today's race. Filip took the silver medal in the AOC last year, but last week in Poland he took the AOC sprint victory in May, men 18. So Filip, orienteering in Slovakia is not very popular as in neighboring Czechia or Hungary. So how did you become an orienteer?
It was 5 years ago, and I get to it from the school competitions, and from that on I started racing on the big championships. I'm also athlete, so I train a lot on the track, so that's my main part of training as well.
And your time for 3K, by the way?
8:32.
Is it easier to train for a sprint in Slovakia than for forest competitions?
Probably yes, because Slovakia is a small country and we don't have so many nice terrains to train. So yeah, sprint is better.
As this year's JWOC is in Czechia, we have decided to teach you some useful Czech words and vice versa.
Learn Czech with Dan
And David,
quickly.
and easily. Sprint,
Sprint.
sprint,
Sprint.
volba,
Route choice.
volba,
Route choice.
mlíko.
Milk.
Dave, I meant mlíko in orienteering Czech. Mlíko,
Tape.
mlíko,
Tape.
šváb.
Cockroach.
Dave, again, I meant šváb in orienteering jargon. Šváb,
Artificial barrier.
šváb.
Artificial barrier.
Okay, let's practice the whole sentence. Dnešní sprint nabízí hodně voleb díky mlíku a švábům.
Today's sprint offers plenty of route choices thanks to milk and cockroaches. Here we can see today's women course. Already quite decisive will be the leg to the first control, quite a long one. Women will have to run the S shape, and then second, third and fourth control, quite tricky ones with a lot of stirs and turns. Then interesting part and tricky part in Gardens of the Monastery, TV split at the square, and then the last leg or last legs, very long ones, and I believe the decisive ones of today's sprints. After that, there are just 2 controls with the last control to the finish.
Let's have a closer look on the first leg. Here you can see that there are 3 basic variants. Kuba is showing you the red one on the pictures, and the blue one is the shortest, but it's quite an S-shaped variant with a lot of stairs and turnouts. Here you can see the crucial leg to the control number 13. The shortest option is the blue one through the forest. The red one, which is showed to you by Kuba, is 70 meters longer, which can be quite a difference.
Men's course is very similar shape, has a similar shape, but a different first control, and again second, third, fourth, fifth control, technical ones with stirs and turns. Interesting like to sixth control, again Gardens of the Monastery, TV splits in the main square, and then even longer last decisive leg to the 15th control. It's a really long one. And then again another 16 control, but same last control and a finish on athletic track.
This long route choice leg will be soon presented by Kuba, but let's have a closer look to number 1. Here you can see 4 basic variants. The shortest one is via the square, the blue one, which I think will be maybe the fastest, but the red one is also definitely competitive. Then we have another route choice leg towards the control number 6, offering several variants. The blue one is here the shortest, but it contains some stairs and it's quite uphill on this variant.
For today's analysis, I have prepared this visual map. You can see this right route choice which goes down and to the St. Wenceslas Bridge and approaches the arena. Left variant seems to be much faster, but As you see, yes, it is in the forest, so it can be slower because of rocky path. And if it's raining, it can be slower. The climb is just 2 meters bigger than using the bridge, and it's 70 meters shorter. In the end, it is important to stay on your variant. In case you use the bridge, approach the control from southeast. If you went straight, continue through the stadium. Changing the route choice here in the end can cost some seconds.
Will Rita defend the gold? Who will win the men's race? Questions are asked, and we are thrilled to see what the race brings.
The race is going to be fast, and I'm really looking forward to it. But the time is soon on, and we have to move behind the microphones.
Enjoy the race. Okay, hello and welcome back to Junior World Orienteering Championships. We are now live from Stříbro, a small, lovely town, some 30 kilometers west from Pilsen. I'm here again with David Procházka and Jakub Chalupský. Hello, guys.
Hello, Dan.
Hello, Dan.
And hello, everyone. We have already 11 minutes of today's race behind us. We can see all of the interesting route choices. We can see runners doing quite well through the town. And first of them right now are going to decisive last long route choice, which was shown by Kuba. And we can see there, for example, right now, Australian runner Michaela Gray, who is actually leading right now on the course, in the middle of today's course. And then we have also Italian first starter Lorenzo De Biasi, who is leading as well.
But again, we can see the crucial route choice already to control number one, offering several variants. I think the blue one is the shortest one, but maybe not the smoothest one. There are stairs in the end of the leg to approach the control, and these stairs are quite bumpy. So I think maybe the red one is better, but and the green one is also very competitive, but it's like a lot of turnings there on this variant. So we will see what will be the favorite variant of the runners.
And I can tell you then that runners, they are choosing all of the options we've been shown. But let's look at start right now, because we have their Czech starter, and I think it's Jan Striček.
And together with Jan Striček we have Doris Nikolic from Serbia, and of course Jan Striček, one of the home stars, on the start line right now, and he is on and he started his race. I was quite surprised that those big Czech stars like Jan Striček and Daniel Bolovsky are starting so early. But yeah, they are much better forest runners indeed, so that's probably the reason. And Jan Striček is now showing us his route choice towards control number one, and it looks he will decide whether it will be the red or blue route choice. We will see it soon how he entered the race.
Yeah, but you could see just behind the control start point, that he turned left, and that will be something we will see more often, I guess, because it's slightly easier way how to start than to turn right. But we will talk about that when we get back to start again.
You saw the conditions in the graphics. We have cloudy weather today in Stříbro, 16 degrees Celsius, which is a very good temperature for running. Actually, it's quite cold for beginning of July, but I think for running it's much better, and hopefully we will have no rain. It's cloudy, there are many clouds, but let's hope that we will have a good weather and smooth sprint distance.
And we can tell you that right now I see Italian tank top here on the track, which means that the first starter in men's category, Lorenzo De Biasi, is heading into the finish, and he was doing well during the course. Yeah, he is still second in the middle part of the race. and now we will have his time at finish, and it's 14:49, which means less than 15 minutes for the first finisher, Lorenzo De Biasi from Italy.
So very good time set, and now we will see how the other runners will fight this. We have in total more than 170 runners, 173 runners should be on the start list in the men's class. And now let's follow the GPS tracking of the yearly starters to the first control, and we can see that they are choosing almost all variants which were prepared by our course setter Ondřej Hasman. So yeah, I think this leg is really good. It's always tricky to have such a route choice already to the first control. Maybe sometimes it can be too much because you have no time to decide, but I think this route choice is a really good set.
Now we are following Matej Balog from Slovakia. He was half a minute behind Lorenzo De Biasi, and it looks like the margin will be a little bit bigger right now at the last control. Yeah, it's 34 seconds, which means he will run over 15 minutes, and that will be probably too much today.
Matej Balog just crossed the finish line right now. His time 15:22:36 seconds behind the actual leader Lorenzo De Biasi.
And now we have a start, Daniel Bolechowski. As you told already our spectators, that Daniel and Jan Stříček are probably two biggest stars in Czech team, but they like Forest more. But I think we can expect a very good race from Dan Bolechowski today as well. It's a technical course, he's a fast runner, and he had a very good start. But let's see right now if he will take the left or right route choice.
Together, oh, he is standing and thinking. Together with Daniel, there is Piu Yuetsu from Hong Kong with the same starting time. One of the countries they traveled the biggest distance to Stříbro and to Junior World Orienteering Championships.
Kuba, do you think we could see Dan quite hesitating at start? Do you think these hesitations can make a difference? Maybe it's easier, or maybe it's more efficient to just run and take one of the route choices, and these hesitations could cost Dan some places? Or do you think is it good to take some time?
No, I think when you see already at the start that there is a route choice to the first control, it's smart to stop for some seconds. Dan stopped for I think 4 or 5 seconds, and that's not actually too much. And I think this is smart. He took the right route choice, and it can pay off to stop on the decisive route choices.
In the meantime, we could see Elisa Koch-Iversen in the last part of the race. She was early starter, even though she wasn't in the first team of Norway yesterday. She did a very good race. She was 9th on 4th leg, and now we can see her heading to the finish. And actually we don't have any splits from Iversen, so we can't tell right now what will be her result at finish. But hopefully we will get the splits from the finish. Because if Elisa performed as well as yesterday, it would mean a very good result today as well. But still, we have Antonia Slonska from Poland leading women class. She has a time 16:19, which is long time. So we will see what will be the time of Elisa Iversen. But Kuba is pointing out here that Czech
Victoria Shkachova is doing pretty well so far. After 7 minutes, she is half a minute in the lead. Now we can see also Jan Strýček on our running cam. He is heading right now.
It's control number 9 and then 10 on the main square. Or actually it's 10 and 11 in a men's class. So Jan Strýček soon to the TV1. In the meantime,
and we can tell you that Jan Strýček is right now leading by 20 seconds after 6.5 minutes.
on the start line we have Iruka Maki from USA. And then no, she's from Japan, and of course Ellie Aren from Switzerland, one of the favorites of today's race. He was 14th on his second leg yesterday in a sprint relay, but Swiss guys are very fast, so we can expect a very good time from Ellie Aren. But again, we saw some hesitations. It's really tricky long route choice, and it's extremely hard to discover the correct route choice and the optimal route choice within 1 to 3 seconds. So we saw Daniel Bolechowski as he stood there like a house on the side of the road, but now go to the GPS tracking and we can see comparison of Jan Strýček and Edvin Nilsson, and we can see that Jan Strýček is performing slightly better than Swede. They are taking different route choices, but the route choice from Jan Strýček was probably faster. Now they are in the gardens of former monastery here in Stříbro, and they are heading towards the main square, where we have a camera in front of the city hall or town hall here in Stříbro. And now we are curious what route choice they will choose for the most crucial leg on the men's course.
And we can tell you that Jan Strýček was 22 seconds faster than Edvin Nilsson at the main square at control number 11.
Florian Fritzen in the start list. He was actually, I think, best Finnish man yesterday in the sprint relay with 9th time on second leg. So he was performing better than his teammates from first relay.
And he's a successful runner from JWOC, which was held 1 week ago in Poland. He has 2 top 10 results from there.
So definitely a name to watch, and we will follow Florian Fritzen on his way towards control number 1. He is also a bit hesitating, but he managed it very quickly to choose his route choice. So Florian Fritzen on his way. And we are in the gardens of the monastery. This is control number 9 for men, but we are waiting for the Czech jersey. It should be Daniel Bolechowski. Yes, it is Daniel Bolechowski on his way to control number 9. So now we can see control number 9. And we will follow Daniel Bolechowski through our spectator leg or TV leg.
And I can tell you then that Daniel Bolechowski is 8 seconds behind Jan Strýček, running on second place. So at 9th control it is Jan Strýček, Daniel Bolechowski and Edvin Nilsson.
So now we can see the comparison of 2 Czech early starters and maybe 2 biggest stars of the home team in the men's class, Jan Strýček and Daniel Bolechowski. They were choosing very similar route choices. Actually now they split it up. I think the Jan Strýček route choice was faster because Daniel Bolechowski did this S-shaped route choice, which is also a bit slower. But now we have Viktoria Škáchová on her way towards the arena.
and she's running on second place. She's 12 seconds behind Elisa Goc Iversen, but that was the last split, and now we are waiting for her here in arena in Stříbro.
Viktoria Škáchová fighting for seconds. In the end, there is a very narrow passage to in a fence from the grass to the athletic stadium, and she is now in the finish. So Viktoria Škáchová very soon to finish. And what will be her time? It should be new second best time for Viktoria Škáchová.
She's 10 seconds behind Iversen, 15:25. That's the time to beat if you want to be second. But if you want to go into lead, you need to run under 15:15. Now we can see Almas Venerit at start gate. Almas Venerit won the last leg of yesterday's sprint relay, so actually we can count her as one of top favorites for the medals or for the gold today. And now we will see if there will be any hesitation. No, Alma is pretty sure she took the left route choice. And in women class we know that the S-shape option is probably the best one. It's shortest one and also the fastest one probably. So she should turn right now, and yes.
And we can see Jan Stříček approaching the arena. He's on second last control. This is Jan Stříček and his last meters of today's sprint distance. The first starter of the Czech team in the men's class. Now he will go through the narrow gap in a fence between the flags. Yes, here it is, and he is soon in the finish, and it should be a new best time. So gold medal position right now for Jan Stříček, but he started really early in the race.
And he will be almost half a minute ahead of Edwin Nilsson, 26 seconds. But we can tell you that Elia Ren is running great. He was 16 seconds, and right now at this control he is 11 seconds ahead of Jan Stříček. So that is great performance so far by Elia Ren, but there are still a few route choices to take.
And the most crucial route choice in the very end of the course, where we will see the differences. But now Elia Ren performing very well so far on the first place, faster than Stříček. And Kati Hotz, teammate of Elia Ren from Switzerland. Kati Hotz was finishing Swiss first team yesterday,
but
and she performed well.
She didn't have a good day yesterday, and we know that the first team was behind the second team of Switzerland, and I think Kati can run much better than yesterday. We will see if this technical course will fit her better than yesterday's fast-paced race. But Viktoria...
Hello, in the finish we have Viktoria Škáchová. It looks like you did a pretty clean race and you took a second place so far. How did the course seem to you comparing it with yesterday's sprint relay?
It was definitely harder because, I don't know, yesterday it was rather track race than sprint relay. But today it was pretty, I don't know, difficult, and in some parts I was a little bit shocked or surprised what the track prepared for us. So.
How did the route choices seem to you? Do you think you took the right ones?
I don't think so. In most cases, I think that I took the middle part, not good, not bad.
Was it difficult to choose the right one, or was it difficult to make a fast decision?
Yeah, it was difficult to make fast decisions. In most cases, I just planned my route forward, and then I noticed that there is some obstacle or something, so I had to replan.
Okay, yeah, thank you very much for your interview and good luck.
Thanks.
Now we can follow Hilton Joycey. She's running towards the 8th control, and there we should get a split time. But we can see she's losing. She's losing already 41 seconds to Viktoria Shkachova because we don't have a split times of currently leading Elisa Koch-Iversen.
And we can see a comparison of Shkachova and Hilton towards the first control, maybe already there. We will see where Josie Hilton lost some time. And I think the route choice of Shkachova was faster towards the control number 1. But Klara Boria from Sweden, a member of the first Swedish relay from yesterday, she was 4th on her leg, but overall they won the bronze medal. She ran the first leg 17 seconds behind, so definitely a name to watch for today's sprint distance.
She started with Sondre Olausen. He hadn't had the best day yesterday, but Daniel Bolechowski towards finish. Yeah, he finds the small gate or pathway to the track and now heading towards the finish line, but we can see that Dan is half a minute behind Jan Strýček. So Jan Strýček did very good race. 14:46, that's the time of Daniel Bolechowski. 31 seconds behind Jan Strýček. So it is, and now we can see comparison of the decisive last route choice.
And this is it, I think, because Daniel Bolechowski took the longest route choice. It's 70 meters longer. And Jan Strýček, I think, picked the optimal one, and this is the reason why Jan Strýček is leading right now. Edwin Nilsson is 2nd, and Daniel Bolechowski is 3rd in the finish.
But I have to say that I'm surprised that Edwin Nilsson didn't lose anything on his route choice. We thought that this route choice is also the worst one, but we can see that he equaled Jan Strýček on that route choice.
We saw Elisa Koch-Iversen and Jan Strýček in leader chairs as actual leaders, but now Madeleine Fritz from Germany. She is in Monastery Gardens, and she will be soon to the split time. Currently she is around 6th place, so very good performance so far by Madeleine Fritz from Germany.
And we should inform you that at this split is really leading Alma Svennerud. She is 21 seconds ahead of Elisa Koch-Iversen already after 7 minutes of running. So Alma Svennerud is doing well again.
Now we can see the comparison of Viktoria Shkachova and Madeleine Fritz. We can see different route choice to control 4 and the same route choice to control 6, 7 and 8, and they split it again to control number 9, and we have live GPS from Madeleine Fritz.
Now we are T2 on the pre-warning.
We can see Canadian fans cheering on the runners in the arena. And also we have the information from the last long route choice from women's race, and actually Viktoria Shkachova lost there a lot towards Elisa Koch-Iversen, so it means it is really decisive one.
We have Madeleine Fritz on the TV control.
just close to the city hall in Stříbro, and then she is taking the left route choice to the next control, and she needs to prepare herself for the long leg towards control number 13. But we have Elia Ren. Elia Ren is in the finish, or he is on the stadium and heading towards the finish. So last meters of Elia Ren, and he should take the first time. It might be the first time for Elia Ren. It's really close, but it is a new best time for Elia Ren. 5 seconds ahead of Jan Stříček from Czechia. And here we can see the comparison of Elia Ren and Jan Stříček on the longest route choice. And we can see that Elia Ren took a different route choice in the end, and it seems it was maybe faster. So this is the unexpected route choice, I can tell you. I thought this one will be definitely worse, but...
Yeah, you and Jakub were convinced that this is the wrong way how to do it, to switch from the left option to the right one. But we can see that Elia Ren won the current leading doing that switch.
Yeah, but the route choice is quite smooth. That's true that it's more longer on the forest path, but then you have the easier approach towards the control. So maybe not a bad route choice from Elia Ren. So now we can see
Kamila Kish, if I'm right.
Yeah, it should be Kamila Kish from Hungary approaching the last control.
But what is she doing?
But, yeah, this is a mistake. This is a mistake in the last meters. Some seconds lost, and we have Klára Bore. Klára Bore on the TV leg in Monastery Gardens.
Oh, and I can tell you she was in the lead by 2 seconds ahead of Alma Svenerud. So it is very tight fight between those two runners from Sweden, and they have a quite a margin to the others. So right now in the middle, of course, Klára Bore ahead of Alma Svenerud.
And we can see a comparison among Škáchová, Borg and Svenerud. We can see that only Viktoria Škáchová took different route choice towards the first control and also to the fourth control. And Viktoria Škáchová was still leading on control number 4, but girls from Sweden were faster in this part. And we can see different route choice of Svenerud and Bore towards the main square. So we just saw Klára Bore passing the city hall here in Stříbro, and soon we will see what route choice she will choose for control 13. And we will have an interview. Let's hear.
So hello Ilya, you are first at the finish. How are your feelings now?
Yeah, it was pretty stable race, I would say. I didn't always have the right flow, but it was pretty okay. I avoided big mistakes. It was only some not that sure about my long route, and because I didn't have the time to plan it, but overall was pretty good.
Did you take some time before the route choices? Did you stop at the controls and plan it?
I did a bit, but maybe it was not enough because when I punched the control I still wasn't sure about the route.
Okay, yeah, thank you for your interview and good luck.
Thank you.
So we heard from Elia Ren and Harrison, Elia Ren, Jan Stříček and Florian Fritzen from Germany.
And we can see 3 different route choices.
Florian Fritzen is from Finland, and we can tell you that he is currently at 3rd spot in the finish. So it is Elia Ren, Jan Stricek and Florian Fritzen.
And we can see a mistake of Alma Svenerud. Mistake right in the streaming. Oh, that's bad for Alma Svenerud. This is the very last control just to find a gap to the stadium. Yes, I know that the gap is too small, but there is a gap. No, back. Oh, God, this is a big mistake for Alma Svenerud. Now she found it.
Oh, but this is maybe she lost the medal at the arena.
That's
cruel.
always
cruel.
a pity. That's always a pity.
It's a demanding course, but it is demanding until the end. Alma Svenerud is, even though she's leading by half a minute, so I think we can tell maybe right now that she lost the medal over there. We will see, but she leads. Yeah, she's leading by 31 seconds ahead of Elisa Goch-Iversen, but I think she lost there maybe half a minute.
Yeah, she took a better route choice to control 13 than Viktoria Škáchová. Here you can see the difference. The difference is really huge. Viktoria Škáchová took wrong route choice, so Alma Svenerud really good performance towards the course, and then such a mistake on the last control. Yeah, Alma Svenerud didn't see the hole in the fence, and she missed the artificial barrier and continued to the spectator area.
I think it's much safer to run as most of the men did, or Viktoria Škáchová did, that you just touch or you go to the fence around the track and just follow it until there is a gate inside of the track. I think that's the safest way how to do it.
Definitely.
Svenerud didn't do it, and it will be cruel, but it will cost her probably the medal.
Yeah, it's still a lot of runners in the start list, so we will see. But now we can follow Katti Hots towards the finish, and she is running also really well. It looks like Katti Hots will find the gap in a fence. Yes, she found it. And Katti Hots last meters towards the finish, and it will be a really good time, maybe silver medal position for Katti Hots. She is now 3 seconds behind Alma Svenerud, and in the finish it's 1 second behind Alma Svenerud. So second place for Katti Hots. But she was losing 39 seconds for Alma Svenerud on the previous control, and now she is just 1 second behind. So here we can see how big the mistake of Svenerud actually was.
We thought it was half a minute, but according to the result and split, it was 40 seconds.
Now we can see a comparison: Stricek, Eliaren and Fabio Amadesi from Italy. 3 different route choices to control 6, and the Eliaren's route choice was fastest in this really interesting leg to control number 6 in a men's class. And on the start we have one of the biggest Czech stars, Lucie Dietrichová.
3rd time yesterday, even though she made a big mistake or wrong route choice to the first control, which puts her into the position of one of the biggest favorites for today's race. So we will try to follow her all the way from start to the finish.
She is now reading the map and picking her route choice. And it seems that he will go around the church and down towards control number 1. So we are really curious how Lucia Dietrichová will fight with the pressure. you know, on a home ground is always it can have many positive aspects but also many negative aspects. Yeah, you have a home crowd, bigger pressure, and we can see now comparison. There is yeah, it's a replay to live. Lucia Dietrichova is live, and we can see her in comparison with Alma Svenerud and Kati Hotz. We can see that Alma Svenerud was faster in the beginning of the course, but we all know that she made a huge mistake in the end.
She was the fastest all the way, but she lost all of the hopes 100 meters away from the finish line.
You can see Norwegian jersey.
I think it's Sondre Olausen.
Approaching the finish, yeah, it should be Sondre Olausen. We should see him very soon on the finish line. Sondre Olausen, he is fighting for the bronze medal position, but it will be 4th place. 4 seconds behind Florian Fritzen. Eliaren, Jan Stříček, Florian Fritzen, top 3 right now in the men's class. Patricia Toledo from España. From Spain, she is really good. The sprinters from Spain are always important to watch because they are performing really well in the sprints. And we will see how Patricia Toledo started the race, but not very well. She is losing some 45 seconds right now. So it's position 17 for Patricia Toledo right now. And we have Clara Boria in finish, and she is 15 seconds behind Alma Svenerud.
Oh, actually, she made 50 seconds mistake. Kuba is right now searching for the mistake. What happened in the city of Stříbro?
I hope we will see it soon on the GPS tracking. But now we can see Alma Svenerud at Toledo. Alma Svenerud took wise route choice to control number 9. Definitely the fast route choice.
You can see that Alma Svenerud took easier route choices to make the race safer, and it paid off. Now we can see Clara Boria in the finish.
So it's a current bronze medal position for Clara Boria, and we will wait for Kaja Jørgensen from New Zealand. She started really well to the race. Unfortunately, we don't have pictures of Kaja Jørgensen so far, but she started really well towards the race. She's now keeping the 4th position, but just 3 seconds behind Clara Boria. Now we follow Flora Eichmüller from Austria. Flora Eichmüller is fighting on her way towards control on the main square, and it's place 15 right now for Flora Eichmüller.
It looks like Clara Boria got lost her lead maybe on the last long leg, which she took from the southern. She took the southern route choice on the bridge, and it looks like she got lost some seconds there.
Yeah, it really is showing like the worst route choice of all of them. We predicted this in our course preview, and it really looks so.
And we have a New Zealand-Australian starters right now, which is a good combination, I guess. Zefa Fave and Nea Schingler. Both of them very good runners. Nea should be contender for top 10, top 15, but Lucia Dietrichova.
And Lucia Dietrichova is performing extremely well. Lucia Dietrichova is in the lead. She is in the lead. She is faster than Alma Svenerud in the Monastery Gardens, and we will see what route choice she will choose for the longest leg.
She is 7 seconds ahead of Alma Svenerud, and Alma Svenerud was doing a perfect race in these parts of the race. Emma Emilsson at start, not the best race for her yesterday, but Yoshi Schmidt, he was 8th on the third leg yesterday, and that makes him a contender for at least top 15, top 20 today.
And we have, in the meantime, Kaja Jørgensen in the finish, and she is on position number 3, so bronze medal position right now for Kaja Jørgensen from New Zealand. Really great performance.
We could see that if there is any hesitation behind the starting point, it is usually men who is hesitating. Women always run left towards the right route, but men are hesitating. But now Lucia Dietrichova at the TV split at the main square, and she is leading. She's leading by 10 seconds. So halfway home to the finish.
It's actually 8-second lead because Clara Boide was in the lead on this route choice, but she then lost some time, and we can see a comparison between Lucia Dietrichova and Alma Svenerud. Lucia Dietrichova is leading towards the 6th control, 7 and 8, and she took different route choice to control number 9 than Alma Svenerud, but still she is faster, and she has some meters in advantage for Lucia Dietrichova, and now it will be crucial what route choice she will choose to control number 13, because this is showing up as the most crucial leg of the whole race so far.
But still, interesting things are happening over there, because Elia Ren took leading on that route choice, and actually Clara Borg on the same or similar route choice lost her leading, so we have to wait a little bit more. We have to let more runners pass through that leg to see what was really the best option.
We are following Alva Bjerk in Swedish jersey. She just started towards the race. Now we see the bigger hesitation by Alva than the men's starter, but now she picked her route choice and she started to the race.
She was 10th on the first like yesterday. And we can see that this leg towards the 9th control of women's course
should be Jovita Pudelek, the Polish runner. She is now fighting in the Monastery Gardens. And we have Janka Mikesh. She performed really well yesterday on the first leg. She won the European Youth Champs a week ago in Poland, and she came in a really good shape to Czechia, and I'm really curious how she will run today's sprint distance.
Yeah, she was first and second. She had 2 gold and silver medals, which means she's doing well in sprint and forest disciplines as well. She lost.
And we will have an interview.
Hello, we have Kaja Jørgensen at the finish. You are position number 3 now. Did you catch the right flow on your course, or did you meet some obstacles on route planning?
I think number 1 was really tricky. I was trying to go like straight, and then I was like, oh dear, there's like several barriers in my way that I hadn't seen at the start triangle, so I had to like wiggle around a bit. But it was very challenging to have such a like hard route choice right at the start.
Okay, and what about the last route choice to the crossing the valley?
Crossing the water. Yes, I also was planning to go like round, but then I saw there was some hashed stuff, so I had to come down and like through the river, which probably, I'm not sure if that was the best. I think when I was running down there I was like, oh, maybe I should have gone along the bridge, but oh well.
Yeah, but you are third now, so it's a good job so far. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
We heard from Kaja Jørgensen, actually bronze medal position, and now we have Zeline Sandwald from Switzerland in the start gate. She ran really well yesterday in a Swiss second team, but they were better than the first team, and they won the silver medal yesterday in the sprint relay. So we are really curious how she will perform today.
She was third on her leg, just a few seconds behind the first Alma Svennerit, so we can expect a top result from her today as well. In the meantime, we are watching GPS and Lucia Dietrichova taking the route choice towards the 13th control.
So we will see if she will lose her advantage she had before to Alma Svennerit. But we all know that Alma Svennerit did the mistake in the very end.
Now we are following Alva Björk, Emma Emilsson.
Yeah, it should be Emma Emilsson.
But we followed her through Pension Štibar, which is owned by the family of the best Czech cyclist of last years.
And now can we see the comparison to Emma Emilsson, Alma Svennerit and Lucia Dietrichova. Very similar route choices in Monastery Gardens. And very soon we should have Lucia Dietrichova in the pictures, and we are really curious what will be her time, and we can see her. Lucia Dietrichova is approaching the third last control, and we will see what the time will be, but I think she will lose some time to Alma Svennerit because she took the wrong route choice. Actually, she took the worst route choice, and she is behind. She's some 16 seconds behind Alma Svennerit, so she took a really wrong route choice to control number 13, and now she's hesitating towards the second last control, and she is, yeah, now she is correct in the skate park. So two controls for Lucia Dietrichova. Now she has the second last control, and she is approaching the finish, and it will be very tight with Alma Svennerit.
But what we can take here from the split times is that Lucia Dietrichova lost 26 seconds on that route choice, running back into the town square and using the bridge, so it was almost half a minute slower.
It was a really, yeah, the route choice is not very equal, I would say, and it's a really big punishment for taking the worst route choice.
But I can see now
did a mistake.
But I can see now Lucia Dietrichova is heading to the finish, and she will take the lead because Alma Svennerit made a mistake just before the last control, and Lucia Dietrichova didn't, so she took the lead now.
So
wow.
She is 15 seconds faster than Alma Svennerit, and it's just because of the big mistake of Alma Svennerit on the last control in the arena. Here we can see the comparison between Svennerit and Lucia Dietrichova. We saw the gap of Alma Svennerit, and now her mistake, and Lucia Dietrichova was faster in the finish.
But talking about women class, Zeline Sandwald is going into lead on the first splits, 1 second ahead of Lucia Dietrichova, which means she started very well. We don't follow men so much as women right now, but we can tell you that there is not much happening if we talk about leading times. Still, it is Eliaren, Jan Stříček, and third spot at the finish took Mats Christian Morup from Denmark. But now Matteo Rodriguez Diaz took the first place at the first split. And we can see Selin Sandvald right now. She will be heading to 8th control. And there we will get a split. It will be the second split after 5 minutes, and we will see.
She's running really well. She's running really well, and it can be a new best time for Selin Sandvald, and it is. It is a new best time. She is 5 seconds faster than Lucia Dietrichova in the Monastery Gardens. So it was not a coincidence that Switzerland's second team took the medal yesterday, because they are performing really well also today. Selin Sandvald, she is now in the lead, and it's a gold medal position right now. But what we saw before, the leg to the control 13 is the most crucial one.
But we could also see that leg to the last control is crucial one. But we can see that Selin Sandvald taking completely different route choices to Lucia Dietrichova, even though she is equal or even a little bit better than Lucia Dietrichova. It means there are a lot of options and high variety of route choices today, and it means the race is really complex. And now we can see some hesitation from above.
And we have Selin Sandvald in the town square right now, and she is still leading, but she has the same time as Lucia Dietrichova, so she lost some 5 seconds in the Monastery Gardens, and now she is, and there is a comparison between Dietrichova and Svennerud, and we saw that the route choice of Svennerud is much better than the route choice of Dietrichova, and she lost there quite a lot of time on that route choice, and I think also this route choice from Dietrichova was not the optimal one. Now we have men's class and comparison, Eliaren, Yoshi Schmidt and Matteo Diaz Rodriguez.
And I can tell you that Spanish runner, he is leading by 13 seconds ahead of Eliaren.
Yeah, we were discussing, Dave, that we are really curious how the Spanish will perform, and Matteo Rodriguez Diaz is performing extremely well, but now we should have an interview.
So we have Lucia Dietrichova at the finish right now. You finished on the first place, and you did the race pretty well, I saw on your GPS. And how are your feelings right now?
Yeah, I'm really satisfied with my performance. I almost didn't make any huge mistakes, but in the end I made small hesitations, like 5 seconds maybe. But at all, I'm satisfied with my performance.
Thank you very much.
So we could hear that Lucia is not aware of her mistake or wrong route choice, but Yoshi Schmidt to the finish. And we can tell you that it might be the new leading time. Yes, it will. He will beat Eliaren by some 5 seconds, so it will be 2 Swiss runners in the lead at finish.
And it is a new best time for Yoshi Schmidt. 7 seconds faster than his teammate Eliaren. So Yoshi Schmidt, Eliaren and Jan Strýček, top 3 right now in the finish. And we will wait for Mateo Rodriguez Diaz from Spain. He is the leader right now on the city square.
Now we are following Kateřina Štěpová. She started quite okay, but she was 20 seconds behind, and now she's 21 seconds behind, taking probably a little bit better route choice to the control number 9. So we will have a next split quite soon.
She almost crashed with a Japanese runner, but everything's okay, hopefully. And we have a GPS comparison. Alma Svenerit, Lucie Dietrichová and Kateřina Štěpová. Ladies are taking the same beginning of the route choice, but then we can see that Lucie Dietrichová took the right option and other ladies took the stairs, and Lucie Dietrichová was actually faster on her route choice towards control number 1. And also different route choice by Dietrichová towards control number 4. And maybe it was also better than the route choice of Alma Svenerud. So interesting GPS comparison on this really challenging course. What a difference to yesterday's race, which was rather easy and fast and furious, as Kuba said in the preview. This is a really tricky, challenging sprint distance, extremely nice sprint distance, I would say.
And I promised next split of Kateřina Štěpová. We could see her at square, and she took 4 seconds down towards Lucia Dietrichová, so she was just 17 seconds behind. We know about the wrong route choice by Lucia. Now we can see Prokop Tomášek at start gate.
It's the youngest Czech junior on this Junior World Orienteering Championship. He's representing the Turnov club, so he is a guy from Sandstones. So we will see how he will perform in the Pilsner Forest and in the city of Stříbro. So Prokop Tomášek on the course, and we have Rodriguez Diaz, Mateo Rodriguez Diaz towards the arena, and he is performing extremely well. He was leading on the previous split times. He was faster than Yoshi Schmidt, he was faster than Eliaren, he was faster than Jan Strýček, and he found a gap a bit in the fence, and now he punched the last control and last meters for Mateo Rodriguez Diaz, and this is maybe a new best time. It might be, it could be, and it is a new best time for Mateo Rodriguez Diaz from Spain.
13:41, that's a great time. He is 22 seconds ahead of Yoshi Schmidt and 29 seconds ahead of Eliaren. We have to apologize to Mateo Rodriguez Diaz because we didn't highlighted him in the start list, but he was great.
And here we can see where he got the margin maybe, but he also took a different route choice, but still better than the Yoshi Schmidt route choice. And in the end the guys are taking the same way, but I think it was smooth route choice for Mateo.
The first 3 guys took wrong route choices according to your estimation or Kuba's estimation.
Maybe the Kuba's estimation was wrong and not their choice, because they are actually in the lead and they are actually on medal positions. So Mateo Rodriguez Diaz, Yoshi Schmidt and Eliaren, top 3 right now. Jan Strýček on 4th place, Mats Christian Maruk from Denmark 5th, and Florian Fritzen from Finland number 6.
Evalina Ojanaho at start together with Marco Anselmo Di Stefano. Evelina was third last year at JWOC, but I think it's Selin Sandvald to the finish.
It is, and she is first, 19 seconds ahead of Lucia Dietrichova, so Selin Sandvald took better choice to control number 13, that's for sure, because that's the time what Lucia Dietrichova lost in this area, so definitely a crucial route choice here, and Czechs were probably ready for the bridge because they are taking the bridge and it's worse today. And we can see it. We can see Selin Sandvald, Alma Svenerud and Lucia Dietrichova, and the route choice of Dietrichova was the worst one, that's for sure. It's much longer. And we can see it, and now Selin Sandvald taking maybe better route choice to control number 15, or maybe not, but Alma Svenerud did a better route choice, but Alma Svenerud did a mistake in the end, and that's the reason why Selin Sandvald is now in the lead.
There are so many options and route choices during today's race. I guess there will be no match between two runners who would take the same route choices all the way. But now we can follow Dalsen to Iver Thun, and he is doing very well. He's just 7 seconds behind Mateo Rodriguez Diaz. Now he is heading towards the main square of Stříbro, where we have a TV split. He will patch one more control and then get to the main square, but this control is rather easy.
And we can see it in a GPS comparison. Mateo Rodriguez Diaz, Yoshi Schmidt, Ivar Dalsanet, Mats Desmul from Belgium. And we can see some different route choices to control number 7, and a really steady performance by Mateo Rodriguez Diaz from Spain. And we will now hear from Mateo Rodriguez Diaz.
Buen trabajo, good job by you.
Muchas gracias.
How was the race?
It was good, but I did some mistakes in the route choice. When you throw the river, I did a big mistake, but
you are first. Congrats, you are first.
Yeah, but I in the first block, and maybe the others can pass me.
Yeah, good luck and good job.
Thank you.
We can see Prokop Tomášek running from the splits in the monastery gardens.
And now we are on the start line.
Romain Pichard, he was 6th at his third leg yesterday, just 9 seconds behind the leader or the winner of the third leg.
And it's Erika Enderby from Australia, together with Romain Pichard.
And here we have a quite strong block of runners, because Romain Pichard will be followed by Marton Chobot, who is the winner of yesterday's third leg, and then it will be Czech runner Jiří Donda following them as well. So 3 very strong runners starting at the moment in Stříbro.
We can see that the stands in the arena are not very full, but there are spectators. I would estimate some 300-400 of spectators. There is no spectator race today, or no big spectator race today, but still a really good atmosphere here in the athletic stadium of Stříbro. In the meantime, we are following, I think it's Jan Mayer from France and Marton Chobot from Hungary.
he performed really, really well yesterday. He won his leg, he won third leg on the sprint relay, and their team performed really well. And
no hesitation at all.
Yeah,
He is so fast in the beginning.
It like he exactly knew where's the control number one and what he will do, because no hesitations and really good start.
And we will know about him in 3 or 4 minutes.
And we can see Janka Mikes is choosing also the Dietrichova's route choice, which is worse, and it's some 20 seconds worse, maybe
look
more.
at the mistake of Janka Mikes. I can tell you that she lost 1 minute on this leg between those two controls.
So one of our dark horses in a women's class is now out of the game, unfortunately for Hungary. So we will now see Rita Maramaroshi, because it's, I think, now the only hope for Hungary in a women's class.
Actually, I hope that we will see Rita Maramaroshi, because she looked injured after yesterday's race, something with her calf, as we could see.
And we also have Eva-Lina Ojana, the girl. She's performing really well. She's now second with exactly the same time as Lucia Dietrichova on the split time. I hope we will see her soon in cameras, but now we have Jiří Donda, another home runner in the start gate.
Starting together with Julia Fritz from Germany.
Jiří Donda, he has a gold medal from Junior World Orienteering Championship last year from Forest Relay. He is definitely the better forest runner, I would say, but he can do good sprints as well.
He was 8th on his second leg yesterday, even though he was running in the third team, so he performed very well yesterday. No hesitation, but carefully reading a map. Julia Fritz is passing him. Yeah, it looks much easier for women to decide where to go.
I think so, because the men have more option actually to the first control, because they can continue straight or they can turn, but the girls, they should start in this street and then they will decide later. So I think girls they kind of have more time to decide, and that's maybe the reason why men are hesitating more than girls in the very beginning of the course. So we can see nice pictures from the monastery, and we will have interesting name in the finish.
And we can see that Iver Dolson is leading 2 minutes before the finish. He's leading by 17 seconds ahead of Mateo Rodriguez Diaz. And it is 20 seconds at the last control, so we are now watching him running towards the finish for the first place, and it will be a clear lead. The time is 13 minutes and 90 seconds. This is a very good time, and I think it proves words of Mateo Rodriguez Diaz, who was uncertain about his last route choice on the last long decisive leg. It looks like Iver done well, and now we can see the comparison. And I guess Iver will turn left here. Yes, he did. Yeah, he took the best route choice. And he gained a margin to Rodriguez Diaz and Ren. Yeah, that was a smooth run by Iver Dolson to the last controls, and he gained, yes, he gained even more. He gained 23 seconds on that route choice. So I'm happy for you, Kuba, that one of the runners proved that the northern route choice is the best one, because it didn't look like that until now.
Yeah, I think so far there are runners who don't have so big chances, but right now the big names are coming soon, and I think the northern variant will show us that it's really faster by some seconds, definitely.
Another Spanish runner, Aymar Diego Urquizu.
Another Spanish runner performing well. 8th position right now for the Spanish runner in the Monastery Gardens. So again, a good performance by Spanish runner in today's sprint. Mateo Rodriguez Diaz, he is still 2nd in the finish. And we can see their comparison with Yoshi Schmidt and Yves Thun. And here we can see that Rodriguez Diaz was leading on control number 6 and 7. But Yves Thun is now closer and closer. Another different route choice towards number 10.
And what we have expected is happening right now. Marton Chobot took the lead on the first split. He's leading by some... no, he has the same time as Mateo Rodriguez Diaz had at that spot.
And we have Aymar Urquizu Diego on the main square. 8th position for Spanish guy. We are back in the start gate, but we are following Marton Chobot, and we can tell you Marton Chobot is performing extremely well. He already showed us yesterday that he has definitely the capacity for medal, definitely a medal contender, and he is showing us it today as well.
And that is a good news. Riitta Maramaroshi at start. It didn't look well in the finish yesterday, but she's at start. It means she's ready to fight for another medal. She is gold medalist from the last year, and she's the biggest favorite every time she just stands at the start.
We see some small hesitations by Rita, and she's taking different route choice to control number 1.
We haven't seen
that route choice in TV. So another route choice and different route choice for Rita Maramaroshi. I don't think this is better route choice actually, but she should not lose much time there.
We can see Zelin Sandwald satisfied, sitting in the leader's chair together with Iver Thun. Those are two leaders who managed to get in the quickest time into the finish, and now Prokop Tomášek from the Czech team. He's heading towards the last control.
But he is some 144 behind, so placed around 24, position 24 or 25 for Prokop Tomášek in today's race. You can see another starter and another hesitation
but
on
we
the
could
first control.
We could see empty spots in starting gates. Serafim Kowalczyk, he didn't stand at start. This is a clubmate of Kuba.
It is my clubmate from Radicava. Now he is mostly in Sweden, so I guess his shape should be good, but
In the meantime, as we see Prokop Tomášek, we can follow now Jiří Donda. Jiří Donda is heading to the split time in the Monastery Gardens, and he is 46 seconds behind. So not the best start from Jiří Donda. And
Definitely
he
not.
is definitely out of medals, so no medal today for Jiří Donda. And we have Evalina Ojanaho in the last part, and it might be a new silver medal position, and it is 14 seconds behind Zelin Zandvald. So we have Zelin Zandvald, Evalina Ojanaho and Lucie Rytrichtová. This is top 3 right now. And we can see it in the GPS comparison. We can see that Ojanaho and Zandvald took the same route choice to control 13, but different than to control number 15.
Antoine Derlot, he was second at second leg yesterday. So he's one of very strong French runners. There were 4 men runners yesterday who performed perfectly, and we are thrilled what Antoine will do today.
And he started really fast start. So we will see what will be his time.
Now we can watch the last part of the race in skate park. Not the trickiest one because of the bumps and obstacles, but it can be confusing there because there are many fences. Felix Hunt, New Zealander at start. And we will see if there will be any hesitation or if he will just head to the left side. Yeah, he did. We hope to get interview from Evalina Ojanaho, but before that we will follow Felix Hunt.
Rössner from Germany, 1:06 behind, 12th place right now in the finish. It was a really challenging race. And we are waiting for Rita Maramaroshi, and we are all really curious how she started today's race. And here she comes. Rita Maramaroshi is in the Monastery Gardens. I think she will need to punch 2 more controls, and then we will have the split time.
We could see a micro reaches towards this control, and she took the shortest one, so that was well done.
Now we got a punch from Rita Maramaroshi, and she's behind. 13 seconds behind Céline Zandvoort on this split time. So probably her route choice and hesitations toward the first control cost her some time. So the biggest favorite of the women's class, Rita Maramaroshi, is now 13 seconds behind. But still, this is in a Rita's capacity to close this gap.
Yeah, we can see that she's already closing the gap. But Marton Chobot towards the finish, and we are thrilled what the time will be, and we can tell it will be very close.
He was in a lead ahead of Iverthun, but now it's extremely close, and we will see. Marton Chobot from Hungary. Really good performance by Hungarian. He will be faster than Matteo Rodriguez, that's for sure, but he is behind Iverthun. Second place for Marton Chobot right now. So Iverthun, Marton Chobot and Matteo Rodriguez Diaz. And we have also Romain Pichon on the 4th position right now in the finish.
Loic Berger at start. He was 7th on the 3rd, like 21 seconds behind Marton Chobot and Guillaume Verhoef. It means a potential for today's race.
So we will see. No hesitations to the first control, and really fast pace by the Swiss guy.
What a speed, right?
What a speed, yeah. We can tell you. And now the GPS comparison. Marton Chobot, and this is maybe the reason why Marton Chobot is not leading in the finish. Wrong cruise choice to control number 15. I think here is not so bad as in women's class, but still he took the wrong route choice, and I think Rodriguez Diaz as well. So Iverthun, maybe
this is the reason why he is leading, that he took really good route choice to control number 15 and also to control number 16.
It was 9 seconds faster.
We have Eva-Liina Ojanaho for our interview. You looked like you did a pretty good performance with good fluency through the whole course. Did you meet some obstacles on the course, or was it as I said?
No, I think I did a good race. Don't know about the route choices, but execution was. I'm proud of that.
Good. And the sprint races are over now. Are you looking forward to the forest?
Yes, definitely.
Okay, good luck and see you.
Thank you.
So this was Eva-Liina Ojanaho, currently silver medal position for her, but we can tell you that Rita Maramaroshi is already 2 seconds faster than Eva-Liina Ojanaho right now. She was behind, 15 seconds behind, then 13 seconds behind, and now she is just 7 seconds behind, and she's 2 seconds faster than Eva-Liina. We can see comparison between Ojanaho and Zandveld to control number 15. Celine Zandveld, she is leading now in the finish.
And I can tell you that Rita Maramaroshi is choosing the right route choice towards the 13 control, which means she has a good chance to get into the lead here into the finish. Antoine Derlot.
And he is position number 8 right now, 29 seconds behind. It was Marton Chobot leading on that split time.
And now we can see Emma Cherna at start.
Emma Cherna, she can do really good races. She took a medal at Czech knockout sprint champ. She's really good at knockout sprints.
She was 3rd last year, 2nd this year, so she's a very good knockout sprinter. We will see how these narrow streets of Strebro will suit her.
Yeah, unfortunately no knockout sprint at JWOC. We will see if we will have a knockout sprint at JWOC as well. But yeah.
The program is tough already. We have 3 races in 3 days. It will be long distance tomorrow.
It should be Felix Hunt. Felix Hunt's position 7 on that split time in Monastery Garden. 25 seconds behind Mateo Rodriguez Diaz on that split time. And he is just 21 seconds behind current leader in the finish, Iver Thun. And we have a comparison. Chobot, Thun and Hunt, and we can see that Felix Hunt, he chose a different route choice to control number 6, and it looks like that the Chobot's and Thun's options were faster. And now another splitting to control number 7. I think this is a really good course and really interesting sprint. Always something to think about. You need to focus all the way. There is route choice to almost every control, and that's how it should be in the individual sprint distance, I think.
We can see Felix Hunt hunting the 11th control of men's course. He was very fast, he just ran through the square. Still Iver Thun and Zelina Zandveld sitting and leading chairs.
Yeah, he's drinking the fuel of Norway, so probably good fuel today.
Definitely.
Because his engines had a really high power today.
We still have some Norwegian runners, especially Alfred Bjørnerit here to start.
But Iver Thun, Marton Chobot and Mateo Rodriguez Diaz, that's top 3 right now in the Strebro here today. And Loic Berger, really good start for the Swiss guy, and he's actually leading on the first split time. He's faster than Iver Thun. Hopefully we will see him soon on our TV control.
And the spectators are awaiting, as we do, Ritta-Mara Maroshi, because she should be soon here in the arena. Loic Berger.
We can see him, we can see Loic, and he is really fast today. Really good start for Loic Berger. And Loic Berger is leading. 15 seconds lead for the Swiss.
So we can say, what a speed again. He was fast already from the start gate, and he's keeping the pace.
Really good performance by the Swiss so far. We can see his comparison with Chopot and Thun. 3 different route choices to control number 6. And Ritta-Mara Maroshi soon to the finish, and she is here. We can see her. We can see her. Boom! Here goes the dynamite. Ritta-Mara Maroshi. So will she find the gap in the fence? Let's hope so. And she is fighting for the medal. That's for sure. But what position it will be? And I think that she will be late for Celine Zandveld. It's a big surprise, but Ritta-Mara Maroshi won't win today. And it's a, yes indeed, silver medal position for Ritta-Mara Maroshi. She's 6 seconds behind Celine Zandveld in today's sprint. So Celine Zandveld, Ritta-Mara Maroshi, Evalina Ojanaho, top 3 right now, and Lucia Dietrichova is out of medal positions.
But this,
number 4 right
this
now.
looks very well for Celine Zandveld, because she is beaten Ritta-Mara Maroshi and Evalina Ojanaho, 2 medalists from the last year. And you can see that maybe it was also because, and thanks to the last route choice towards the 15 control.
We can follow Emma Cherna, but she is performing well, some 17 seconds behind right now. But I mean, who can beat Celine Zandveld? Yes, we have Eli Punto, winner of first leg yesterday. We have Lucie Godion, maybe. We have Michaela Novotná, very fast Czech runner. We have Matthia Glersen, really good performance yesterday. We have Annabelle Delaine. So there are some names, definitely, who can be faster than Celine Zandveld, but this is really good for Celine Zandveld right now, leading ahead of Ritta-Mara Maroshi, leading ahead of Evalina Ojanaho, leading ahead of Lucia Dietrichova and Alma Svenerud.
Indeed, I think it will mean a medal for Celine Zandveld, but let's wait for that. Emma Cherna is currently 26 seconds behind. It is quite a margin, because it is just 5 minutes 40 seconds of running.
And we can see the comparison. Emma Cherna is taking the same route choice as Dietrichova and Zandveld, but she is slower from the start. Ritta-Mara Maroshi took an extraordinary route choice to do first control. We haven't seen this route choice very often, and she was slower actually. It was, I think, 15 seconds loss for Mara Maroshi already in the beginning. So she was struggling from the beginning. And now Henriette Racikovsky, gold medalist from last year in the middle distance. But yesterday she did not perform really well on the first leg actually. She lost some time. And
she lost over 1 minute, she was 21st,
yeah.
so that's not her standard, I believe.
So hopefully that more technical race will suit her more. So we will see. Henriette Racikovsky, she is performing well, not so fast start like her teammate, but she is running really well, and we will see if he will be able to beat Celine Zandveld.
Talking about her teammate Loic Berger, He extended his lead to 20 seconds at the main square, and it looks very good for him. Now it depends what route choice he will take towards the 15th control. In the meantime, Antoine Derlot into 4th place here at finish. And we are watching Felix Hunt running for 7th position probably. Yes, it is 7th position, 45 seconds behind Iver Dawson-Thun.
Yeah, happy face of Felix Hunt from New Zealand. He's proud, wearing Kiwis jersey, if I can say it like this.
All black?
Yes, All Blacks performing well in Czechia. Kaja Jergensen still in top 10, position 8 for Kaja Jergensen in women's class. And in the men's class we are waiting for Leukberger. We have Antoine Delot in a finish on position number 4 right now. So there is a change just behind the podium, but the podium is still the same. Yves Thun, Marton Chobot, Matteo Rodriguez-Diaz, then Antoine Delot, Roman Pichat and Yoshi Schmidt. This is top 6 right now. And here we can see a mistake of Leukberger. Mistake of Leukberger. He was 19 seconds ahead. So what will be now the margin?
It looks like it is not good to coming in leading position into this final part of the first block, because most of the leading runners did a mistake.
And here we can see it, the mistake of Berger. He took, I think, the right route choice, but then he missed the gate. But I think the route choice of Marton Chobot here is maybe better approach, and this is the mistake of Leukberger.
Leukberger, he overseed the dead end there, and he ran into the fence.
Still, look at this, it's extremely tight. It's extremely tight between Yves Thun and Leukberger. But I still think it will be a medal for Leukberger, maybe the gold, maybe the silver, and it's silver medal position for Leukberger, and he knows it. He knows it that he lost the gold position in the end of the race. It's a pity. It's always a pity. So really, really good performance by the Swiss, but he lost the current gold medal position in the very, very end of the race, and he knows it.
He's just 2 seconds behind, but the mistake was at least 10 seconds, maybe even 12 or 15. So that is a really pity. That's the same case as Alma Svenerud missing the last control actually.
Yeah, controls are not deserved, controls are made, and if you make such a mistake in the very end, that's always a pity.
What is ahead of us right now? We soon or shortly should see Ellie Punto, the biggest start of yesterday's race, at start. She's starting in 1.5 minutes, and I think that will tell us a lot, her performance, what we should expect and who will take the medals today. We have a lot of good runners in men category still at start or in quarantine, but there is not so many of favorites in women class at start, so Ellie Punto is really the name to follow in the next minutes.
We can see Joana Canana from Portugal, 22nd right now. And another mistake, yeah, this is the mistake from Leukberger in the replay. So this is the place where he lost the current gold medal position. And this is Henriette Racikovsky, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, indeed. Henriette Racikovsky on her way to control in the Monastery Gardens, and she's behind. She's behind
21 seconds behind Celine Zandveld. So it really looks like that Henrietta Racikovsky is maybe not in the top shape like last year, but we will see in the forest. But now Ellie Punto, and I'm really looking forward what this Finnish girl can perform here in Stříbro, because she did really well yesterday.
The fastest time of all racers. Yeah, she avoided the crash with the policeman. That's a good start. And we can see her taking the right route choice so far. Now she should turn right. And yeah, she is ahead of map. She already knew where she is heading.
We have Loic Berger at the finish. You are only 18 years old and you are now at the second position. What a race for you. How was it?
So I do maybe a two-speed start, but yeah, technically pretty good start. But then I'm physically very tired and I have no best lucidity. Yes, so I'm not very lucid, and I do a wrong route choice, and yes, I lose a lot of time. And then at the finish, I do also one or two mistakes. So I think it's not the perfect race, but a nice race for JWOC.
Yeah, but congrats and see you tomorrow.
Yes, thanks. See you.
And we can see Emma Cherna, last meters for her. Now she needs to jump through the gap in the fence. She is hesitating there, but yes, this is the gap, and this is the last control.
She did really well in the middle part and in the last part of the race, because she was 15 at square, but right now she's heading probably into 8th position.
Yes, it's 8th position for Emma Cherna, and Hanna Vítkova, teammate of Emma Cherna. This is one of the youngest girls in a Czech team, but she's really fast. Emma Cherna seems happy, maybe satisfied with her 8th position in the finish right now. And now a comparison. Lucia Dietrichová, Celine Zandveld, Rita Maramoroshi and Emma Cherna. We can see different route choices of Maramoroshi and Zandveld to the control 11 and also 12. And we can see that Lucia Dietrichová was in a clear lead on control number 12, but then a wrong route choice, and as we can say, one wrong route choice and it's all over. And this is the story of Lucia Dietrichová today. The biggest Czech star took a wrong route choice. We were discussing here with David if the Czechs were ready for this bridge, but it looks like Emma Cherna discovered it. So yeah, better route choice for Emma Cherna, but this is the moment where Celine Zandveld decided this for her, that she is currently in the lead. But Rita Maramoroshi was really close, but here we can see that they are splitting again. And probably Celine Zandveld was faster on this route choice towards control 15.
And you can also see, this is what I was talking about, Emma Cherna limited her loss on this right route choice. She took the northern one and she really limited the loss. She stopped the losing time thanks to the route choice, and it brought her up to 8th position at the moment, just 2 seconds behind her colleague from Czech team Kateřina Štěpová. 4th, 7th and 8th place for Czech runners in women class currently.
Team Portugal in the finish. Joanna Canada in women's class, place 23 right now.
Nelly Punto at the first split, 7 seconds behind.
Loic Berger, Eliare, and if I'm not mistaken. And we have a Finnish jersey in the very end of the race, but this is not Eli Punto. Eli Punto is in the beginning of her journey. This is Estonia. This is Liis Lilia. Or no, it's Bridget Panker probably. Yeah. It should be Bridget Panker from Estonia. And last meters for Estonian runner, and her teammate Liis Lilia is performing better. She is some 1 minute behind on the second split time right now.
But a great start from Imogen Peters from Great Britain, just 4 seconds behind Zelin Sandvald in the first split. We can see that the runners are checking the map for a long time after finishing the race, because it was really demanding, it was technically demanding. So many route choices. It is very difficult to find a leg where there is no route choice to make.
That's exactly what I've heard from Emma Cherna right now. I was talking with her at the finish and she said that she had no time at all to just run and forgot the map. That's today's course, today's performance by the course setter, which was really good, as we can see.
Yeah, what the difference to yesterday's race. Yesterday we saw really fast course, and today it's a really different. But I think it's good. The diversity is always good, and I think every race of this JWOC will be different. But we have Eli Punto from Finland, and she is 8 seconds behind on this TV split time, and she is currently on position number 4. A really good start of Eli Punto, and she's still in the game of one of the medalists. Definitely still a medal contender, Eli Punto from Finland, and we will see what will be her route choice to control number 13.
But we have to pay attention towards the finish, because Henriette Radzikowski, she didn't start well. She was losing almost half a minute on the first split, but right now she's close to the arena and she's just 5 seconds behind Zelin Sandvald, and she still has some 1 minute to go. Now we are following her, but she performed extremely well in the middle and the last part of the course.
I have to apologize to Henriette, because I said that she's probably out of the game for medals, but now she's back. She's back. I don't know how she made it. Hopefully we will see it from the GPS tracking, but Henriette Radzikowski is now back in the game and she is finishing, and it might be a new best time. Where she is? Where is she? Where is Henriette Radzikowski?
Yes, she's first.
There is she.
She took the lead by 2 seconds, which means that now we have a Henriette Radzikowski ahead of Zelin Sandvald. Apologize.
But Dave, she was losing 21 seconds in Monastery Garden. So what happened? What happened? Here we can see Radzikowski has a gap. She is behind. She is behind Sandvald. She is behind Maramaroshi. But what she did here, that she is suddenly so fast. Yes, she took the best route choice, I think. This is the route choice, what I thought that will be the best. But she did really good in the uphill.
She was fast.
Yeah, she's from Switzerland, she's from the Alps, so she performed really well in the uphill, and I think this is it. There is no mistake of the others. She just was faster. She was faster than Maramaroshi, she was faster than Dietrichova, and she was faster than her teammate Zelin Sandvald. 2 seconds. It's now the lead of Henriette Radzikowski, Zelin Sandvald second, and Riitta Maramaroshi on position number 3.
Now we can see Elia Gartman, 11th spot on second leg yesterday. Silver medalist from yesterday's race, and we can see in the title that also Elise Baudon is starting with him. So 2 top 10 or maybe top 6 contenders.
Definitely, and we will see how they will perform in today's technical sprint distance here in Stříbro in Czechia.
And it's getting really interesting right now in women class, because we could see perfect ending for Henriette Radzikowski, but also we can see that Imogen Peters and Eli Punto are doing very well.
And I can tell you that Eli Punto took the correct route choice to the control number 13, so we can expect a really good time by Finland. Really good time by Eli Punto. She's still in the game, she's still in the fight for one of the medals.
And I can tell you that Imogen Peters took the right route as well, so there are 2 runners right now running 1 minute separately from each other, and both doing pretty well, and both will be fighting for the top spots and maybe for the lead.
Soon in I think a minute or a minute and a half we should see Eli Punto here in the arena. But first, the comparison of 2 Swiss girls, Zeline Zandveld and Henriette Radzikowski. Different route choice to control number 4. Zeline Zandveld in a clear lead here, in a clear lead. There's Henriette Radzikowski was still some 15 seconds behind, 15-20 seconds behind Zeline Zandveld, but she has an incredible last part of the race. That's really great performance, but what Henriette Radzikowski showed us today in the end of the course. You can see what was the gap behind Zeline Zandveld here on control 11 and on control 12, and then maybe we will have the opportunity to see again what she did on control number 13. Now we are back live in Monastery Gardens.
Judith Ravel
from Spain, Judith Ravel from Spain.
She is around top 15 spot. Actually, she's 18th, 31 seconds behind in Monastery Gardens after some 6 minutes of running. And soon we will have a punch from Punto. We expected her to be medal contender, and she really is. Hopefully we will get there also in the picture, because Eli Punto is close to the arena and she is second. But
and
second.
We are in the skate park, and here she is, Eli Punto. It's really close battle.
She is 2 seconds ahead of Henriette Radzikowski right now, and soon we will have her at the last control. I think she will have no troubles to find the gate, because she is running alongside the fence. Yeah, she sees the last control. What will be the time? Will it be the new leading time? Oh, it's extremely tight. It was 1 second on the last control, and now it's just about the finish. And yes, she took the lead. She was extremely fast on the last 50 meters. Actually, she has 4 seconds margin to Henriette Radzikowski, and she is proving that she is in a great shape. She won yesterday her leg and now she's leading, and there are not so many medal contenders running and starting behind her. So it could mean
it is maybe gold medal to Finland. And it's not Evelina Ojanaho, but it's Eli Punto. Wow, really good performance. Lot of action right now in Stříbro.
Imogen Peters, she was equal with time to Eli Punto, but she lost some 20 seconds from the square to the pre-last control. Now she's heading to the last control. Yeah, she saw the last control. We can see that Alma Svennerit, she really didn't pay attention, because you could see the last control already from that hill or top of that hill, and that was really unforced error from her. But Imogen Peters, she is 7th at the last control, and it will be maybe a top 10 position for her today, which I mean is a very good result for Imogen Peters.
Really good performance by British runner.
She is 7th right now, 35 seconds behind Eli Punto, but it means Eli Punto was extremely fast.
And we can see the comparison. Punto, Radzikovski and Peters. All three ladies are approaching the control number 15 from the south or southeast now. And it's really tight battle between Radzikovski and Punto. And this is how Eli Punto took the lead. He was just faster than
We have Eli Punto at the finish. What a race for you! You are in the lead right now. There are still some girls behind you, but what a performance by you! How was it?
It went really good, and I don't know. I just made I think I made a good road choices, but yeah, I just tried to focus as much as I can into orienteering, and yeah.
How was the flow? Did you catch a good rhythm?
Yeah, I think it was quite kind of good flow.
Yeah, really good, because some runners before you had a problem to have a good rhythm, but you did it very well, and I hope that you will get a good position. Good job, and see you tomorrow.
Thanks.
And in the meantime, we saw Hanna Vitkova in the finish, place 16 for a Czech youngster. And now we follow Anna Gasser, and she started really well. But now she is hesitating.
But actually I don't understand why, because this is one of the easiest leg between the controls. Maybe she was too ahead in her planning. And yeah, she is now losing 34 seconds. So this hesitation was 10 or even more seconds. And Anna Gasser is right now running at spot number 24.
And we have a comparison. Eli Punto and Anna Gasser towards control number 4. Eli Punto took the stairs, and probably she was faster here. And here the hesitations of Anna Gasser, and you can see how much time she lost just in this moment at control number 8. Filip Janči, one of the dark horses of today's race. He won the JWOC sprint a week ago in Poland. He took the silver medal at JWOC last year in Bulgaria, and I think top 15 position in JWOC sprint in Romania. So definitely a medal contender today from Slovakia.
We can see a very quick start, no hesitation. It looks like he knows what to do from the beginning. He started together with Virna Pellikka from Finland.
And we can see the aerial pictures from the monastery gardens and a nice view at the picturesque city center of Stříbro with the nice town square on the hilltop above the Mže River with a nice Renaissance town hall. This is the scene of today's technical sprint distance. Michaela Novotná in the start gate. Very fast Czech girl. She is always competing with Lucie Rytrichová on Czech races. She is a medalist from European Youth Champs last year from Bulgaria from the relay. And it's, I think, the last Czech starter.
But now we can follow Guilhem Verhoef, one of the big favorites of today's race.
And he started well to the race, 7 seconds behind right now on this split time, and he is running towards the control on the town square. So a good start by the Frenchman.
Definitely, because it is still 8 seconds ahead of currently leading Iver Dolsen-Thun. He is behind Loic Berger, but Loic Berger, we saw him doing mistake, but Gonzalo Ferrado at start. He did an extremely good race yesterday. He was 5th at his leg, losing just 8 seconds to Guilhem Verhoef and Marton Chobot. So it might be a medal contender today. And again, no hesitation. He even shortened the turn and heading towards the first control. We can see, we could see to Estangor. She didn't have a good day yesterday.
We have Guilhem Verhoef on the town square, and he is performing well. He is 3rd right now, bronze medal position right now on that split time for Guilhem Verhoef. But Iver Thun, current leader, was 5th on this split time. So Guilhem is faster than current leader in the finish, and we will see the crucial leg towards control number 15. Here he can win the race, or he can lose everything.
Exactly, he still has a 6 seconds margin to Iver Dolsen-Thun, which puts him into a very good position.
We saw Linus Wernström in the last meters, and Linus Wernström from Sweden is in the finish, position number 9. So top 10 position for Linus Wernström from Sweden.
Well, we can see from the intermediates that he lost all his time in the beginning, already towards the first split. So he lost all of his gap to Iver Thun on the first 4 or 5 minutes of running, and then he performed very well.
And we have another name on the start list, Mathieu Latente from France.
The winner of the second leg yesterday, so another medal contender starting right now.
And we have also really fast split time from Tadas Dementavičius from Lithuania. It's a top 10 position for Tadas Dementavičius on the intermediate split time in the monastery gardens right now. So good to see many flags in the beginning of the first part.
And I can tell you that Guilhem Verhoef is running the right route. He's running north, so it puts him really in a good position to be a contender to currently leading Iver Dolsen-Thun.
So maybe we will have a new leader very soon. Guilhem Verhoef is performing really well. Right now we have James Hammond in the start line. He also performed really good yesterday.
Yeah, he was 3rd, and when I was talking about Mathieu Latente winning the second leg yesterday, James Hammond was just few seconds behind him, running the 3rd best time on second leg. He is a medalist from JWOC last weekend in Poland, but we could see some small hesitation from him.
And Virna Pelika from Finland, 2nd position right now, 4 seconds
behind Zelin Zandvoort on that split time.
But right now we can see Guillem Verov missed the bridge going to the left, the optimal route choice, and he is heading still to the east towards the bridge. So he got lost, he will lost here maybe 30 seconds or even more, because now he is on the wrong route choice.
Yeah, we will see, but we have Matti Aglersen in the stunt line. So Matti Aglersen, I think maybe one of the last medal contenders. She performed really well. She has a gold medal already from this JWOC, from the sprint relay yesterday, and she will fight for another medal today. But we can still see a big mistake of Guillem Verov on the GPS tracking. I hope we will see it in the stream. But now Michaela Novotná from Czechia is running really well. She is now just 2 seconds, or it's more. She was 2 seconds behind. Now it's 15 seconds behind Zelin Zandvoort on that split time, but just 5 seconds behind Eli Punto, the current leader. So she is still in the game. And Tomáš Urbánek is the, let's say, a pure sprinter in the Czech team, if we can say it like this. He is really good at sprints. Yesterday he did not perform better than the other guys from Czech team, or distinctively better, but we will see how he will manage this technical orienteering here in Stříbro. So Virna Pelika currently number 3 on the split time, and Michaela Novotná just 5 seconds behind Eli Punto. So still we have lots of action right now, and still nothing is clear.
It's so many things happening right now. I can add that Filip Jančík started quite okay, 20 seconds behind on 6 spots. But as Jakub said already, we could see Guillem Verov making a huge mistake, and that will cost him a lot. That has to cost him a lot, and that has to cost him any medal, I guess.
It's a shame for Guillem because he started so
Anna Gasser, she will be soon in the finish. Anna Gasser, but she lost some time. We saw some hesitations of Anna Gasser, and it will be 16th position. And Guillem Verov lost some time. We saw a huge mistake. Hopefully we will see it in the GPS tracking replay. But he's still in the game, but he's behind. He's behind, and he's 11 seconds behind on the second last control, and I think he will not make it.
But I have to say he had to run extremely fast, because he did a huge mistake, but still losing some few seconds.
Oh my goodness. Guillem Verov, 4th position, and he was much faster through the curve. Definitely a medal contender, and he's behind the medal again. Yesterday we saw a big mistake of French team, and today we saw another big mistake of French runner,
and we will see it right now.
Now we will see it. Guillem Verov running optimal route choice right now, but now he is out of the optimal route choice, and now I don't really know what happened. I think he ran over the bridge and then he turned to the right too early. I really don't know why, but this is really a game-changing mistake.
I think with this he matched Almas Venerit. These are 2 mistakes of probably or maybe gold medal contenders. We will find out.
So a big mistake of Guillem Verov, a missed opportunity that he will regret, that's for sure.
And his teammate Matti Alatast didn't start very well, because he is already 30 seconds behind on the first splits.
And we can see the split time. It should be Eni Mäki-Huokkonen from Finland, if I'm not mistaken. is the Finnish jersey. We can see an aerial pictures of Annimäki Hokonen. She is 30 seconds behind right now on the town square.
And now we can see Mattia Latast live, and we can just confirm that he is 11, losing 33 seconds. It will be very difficult to him to catch up and attack the medals. And now we can see where he probably lost that half a minute. Oh. He completely missed the stairs towards the second control.
And we have Mattia Glersen. Mattia Glersen in the Monastery Gardens, 6 seconds behind. 6 seconds behind, but it's behind Zelin Zandvald. So she is actually faster than Eli Punto, current leader, and Annabelle Delaine in the start box. So now lots of action right now, but Virna Pelika from Finland is performing also extremely well. 2 seconds behind on the town square. So Finnish girls are in a really good shape here in Czechia.
And I think we wouldn't expect that during the sprint races. We kind of expect it into the long or middle distance or relay, but this is a great performance from Eli Punto for sure, but it looks great for Virna Pelika as well.
And we are now also waiting for Virna Pelika and Michaela Novotná soon to be on in the pre-warning. Michaela Novotná is running really well. She took the correct route choice to control number 13, and soon she will be in the athletic stadium. So maybe the best Czech result today. We will see. Still some meters to go, and we all saw what can happen in the variant of the race. Now we have lots of action, and Filip Jančík, he did a mistake. He picked the wrong route choice, unfortunately, so he is not in the... But he is still in the battle for the medals. Maybe a medal for Filip Jančík. Filip Jančík is in a bronze medal position, 3 seconds behind. So he closed this gap because he was 21 seconds behind. But he had really good end of the race. Something similar like Henrietta Racikovsky.
And we will see it right now. You will be able to see that even though you picked the wrong route choice, that the legs which can run 3 kilometers in 8.5 minutes can bring you home and bring you towards the medal. But Matthew Beerer at start, and I think he is hungry for a medal.
And we have a split time from Michaela Novotná, and she is in the lead.
Whoa, she's 5 seconds ahead of Eli Punto, and that would be great for the home nation. And we can see her.
Here she is.
And it will be tight. It will be extremely tight with Eli Punto and Henrietta Racikovsky. But it should be a medal position right now for Michaela Novotná, and it could be a medal position eventually at the end of the today's race, and it could be the first medal for home nation. We are thrilled to see what will be time at the last control for Michaela Novotná.
She is 3 seconds ahead. She's 3 seconds ahead of Eli Punto. Come on.
We should be impartial, but we can see the home crowd, and we can see the runner from the home nation. She matched the time of Eli Punto. It looks like we have 2 women at first spot.
We will wait for the readout, but this is a really good performance by Michaela Novotná.
same time as Eli Punto for the junior from Turnov, Czechia. Really fast girl from Czechia. She was a favorite for the sprints, that's for sure. So this is the comparison. Michaela Novotná versus Eli Punto. And Michaela Novotná was faster on the control number 15, then control number 16, and then Eli Punto had faster legs in the end.
Lucky at start, but I can tell you that Virna Pelika, the gold medal contender, lost half a minute and came 8th into the finish. So now it looks like there is just Matea Glershen who could think about winning this race. No, it is not. It is Annabelle Delanne as well. She came 4th, 2 seconds behind on the first split. And it gets really interesting, and it gets even tighter because right now 2 women sitting at first place in the finish, and Henriette Radzikowski losing 4 seconds and 3rd spots.
And Tilde Smul in the start box. Belgium runner, also one of the maybe top 10 contenders, we will see.
Together with Philippe Lehmann-Rumoren, he is a gold medalist from yesterday. He was 6th at his leg, so potential for medals today as well.
So it will be thrilling end of the race. We have now 2 girls on the shared first place. We have Annabelle Delanne performing extremely well, and we have Mathia Glersen also performing extremely well.
Now we can see live of Annabelle Delanne.
She's 3 seconds behind. That's nothing. She's faster than Punto, she's faster than Michaela Novotná. Much faster than Michaela Novotná actually. 14 seconds faster than Michaela Novotná on that split time.
But I think you should love it as well as we do. This
is
so interesting.
Really great sprint race.
And I think we will get excited even more with another starters.
Phoebe Hunt from New Zealand. Phoebe Hunt, her brother was 13th yesterday. And just 1 minute behind Phoebe Hunt we will have Rachel Marxer from Switzerland, another maybe top 10 contender.
In the meantime we can see Tomáš Urbánek on the GPS. He took the right bridges and he has a good chance to be the best Czech runner. I mean in men's class. It doesn't seem like that anyone from Czechia will match the result of Michaela Novotná.
We have Mattia Latarth in the finish, position 7 for the French.
And yeah, as you said, Rachel Marxer at starts. And Swiss women are running really well today, so what do you think? Another medal contender?
Oh, some hesitation in the start, but now she's on correct way. And we have a split time by Annabelle Delanne on the next control, and Annabelle Delanne is in the lead. She is in the lead. And we have an interview.
We have a Michaela Novotná at this finish with the same time as Eli Punto. We saw that you made some mistakes at the beginning, but in the second half you were awesome and caught a lot of time. Did you prepare the last choice to the just before the arena?
Yes, I
Okay, yeah, and now you have the same time as Eli Punto, so you can move to the leader's chair. Thank you for your interview.
Thank you.
Short as usual, but everything was in that sentence. Michaela was prepared, and she showed it. Really good performance by Czech. And Mathieu Bührer, and he's on 4th position right now, but still 5 seconds faster than Evertun, actual leader in the finish. So the recap of the beginning: Mathieu Bührer, Evertun and Loic Berger. They were choosing the same route choice towards the control number 1. Also the same to control number 2. And Mathieu picked maybe the better route choice to control number 4 and 5. And then maybe in the worst route choice to control number 6. Soon in the finish we will have Tomáš Urbánek, the Czech starter, and he will be 13th right now. Some 2 seconds behind top 10 or 3 seconds behind top 10. Now Trainer Ewan from Great Britain. This is control number 6 if I'm not mistaken, in the monastery. And now we go to the monastery gardens together with the British runner.
These are quite new pictures for us. The camera took us different route towards the monastery gardens. But when you were talking about Tomáš Urbánek, we can tell you that he was the fastest on course actually, but he lost 1.5 minutes towards the first split, and then he was 40 seconds faster than the rest of the starting field. We have to check that what happened there, if the splits are right, but it would mean that okay, now it's corrected. But still, he lost all of his time towards the first split, so Tomáš Urbánek has a real potential. And now we can see.
So we are still following Ewan Trainer. He is some 30 seconds behind approximately. We will see on the split time. But we have Mathieu Bührer. Mathieu Bührer still really good performance. Now he is 12 seconds behind. But it's 12 seconds behind Loic Berger. And he is faster than Evertun. And we have also Tille Desmul. Maybe soon she will be on that control on the town square, and Tille Desmul 7 seconds behind. So we have Annabelle Deland, we have Tille Desmul, we have lot of potential medal contenders still on the way. Now GPS comparison: Evertun, Mathieu Bührer and Ewan Trainer. This is the route choice to control number 6.
But now we can see that Mathieu Bührer is going to the other direction than the optimal route choice. He's going now to the southeast, taking the route choice on the bridge. So let's see what will be the gap behind the bridge on the split time.
But we have Tille Desmul on the town square. This was not her, I think, but she should be there soon. We are waiting for the Belgium jersey. And she was there already, so we missed her, but she's 11 seconds behind right now. 2 seconds behind Michaela Novotná, who is leading in the finish together with Eli Punto. And Rachel Marxer from Switzerland, another great performance and another potential medal contender, just 12 seconds behind on the first split time. And here she is. Rachel Marxer 11 seconds behind, or 12, now it's 12 seconds behind, but still really good performance by Swiss girl right now. So we have Tille Desmul and Rachel Marxer with very equal time right now in Monastery Gardens. And Doria Salopek from Croatia.
She was 6th running the first leg yesterday, so definitely there is a speed in her legs, and we will see how she will perform in the streets of Stříbro and how she will pick the route choices, because the route choices are the main thing today, but she's doing Ritta Maramaroshi route choice towards the first control, and we know that this is not a good route choice.
So in women's class we have shared first place Eli Punto and Michaela Novotná. Henriette Račikovský now on bronze medal position, Zelin Zandvald fourth, and we are waiting for Annabelle Delaine. And here she is, Annabelle Delaine is fighting for the podium, definitely for the podium, probably not a medal. She's 11 seconds behind on the pre-warning, so it will be tough. But Annabelle Delaine still in the fight for podium position, that's for sure. But where is she? Here she is, Annabelle Delaine in front. And Annabelle Delaine is now already behind, so she will not beat Michaela Novotná, she will not beat Eli Punto, and she is 5th. 9 seconds behind Eli Punto and Michaela Novotná right now.
Now we can see the comparison on the decisive route choice. As you can see, it was about the speed, it was about the pace, because all the women took the same route choice. It should be the correct one, it should be the fastest one. But Annabelle Delaine was lagging behind in the uphill, and that decides.
Adam Zřídka Veselý, the name which foreign commentators don't like, but we like it. Adam Zřídka Veselý now in the start box, but in the finish we are waiting for the
Mathieu
Bührer.
Mathieu Bührer is in the lead, 3 seconds ahead of Iver Dalzane too.
But that was the last control, we will see how it will be in the finish.
Yes, he made it, 2 seconds ahead. What the race for Mathieu Bührer, even though he took a slower route choice.
So Filip Jančík is now out of the medals. It's Mathieu Bührer in the lead. Iver Thun second and Loic Berger third. Filip Jančík fourth and Marton Chobot fifth. Guillaume Vero now closing the podium.
What a tight race, only 5 seconds behind and he's already fourth.
Yeah, we have 5 seconds behind Filip Jančík and he's behind the medal. So it's amazing. It's really tight and really dramatic race today here in Stříbro in Czechia.
That's exactly what we were looking forward.
Exactly, and we could see that Mathieu Bührer and Filip Jančík showed us how to run, how to quickly get into the finish, because both of them took the little bit coarse route choice, but they were so fast that they managed to keep the pace with the best ones, and actually Mathieu Bührer is the best one. And I think we have Odin Ek at start and Ingeborg Muslan.
Yeah, we still don't have very good performances by Swedes, or not that we have a good performances, but not at top positions by Swedes so far. So maybe Odin Ek. We have Linus Wenström on 15th place in the men's class right now, and we have Alma Svenerud 11th right now in women's class. So we will see if Odin Ek can maybe fight for the medal. We saw some hesitations, but it's really tricky, and it's good to take some time and think over this route choice towards control. Number one.
And I think also Norway is hoping in a good performance from Muslan, because we lost contact with Mattia Glerchen, and we know why, because she had a bad finishing of the race, and she is sitting at 16th spot right now, and that's the best Norwegian in women's class. So Norway really needs a result from Muslan, starting just 1 minute before Rauli Aho.
Rauli Aho now on his way. He was a member of the first finish relay yesterday. Now we saw again some hesitations on the route choice towards the first control, and we have also the first split time by Doria Salopek from Croatia. We saw her in the start gate. She's 35 seconds behind right now, so she's just behind top 10 right now on the first split time.
And we also have Tilde Smul quite close to the arena. She is losing 36 seconds, and 36 seconds means 13th spot. It's so tight down.
So she lost 25 seconds somewhere between the town square and the arena. So probably wrong route choice to the control number 13 by Tilde Smul, but still a really good result for a Belgian runner.
And now we have David Baumberg running into the course, and he was 4th on second leg yesterday. Again, that's a good potential for today's race, but taking the right route choice.
Yeah, I think in the men's class this is a bad route choice. It's not much longer, but there are some meters more, and every meter counts. So now we are in the arena.
And we had Philipp Lehmann Rumoren to the finish, but he had a bad day. He finished 21st and 1 minute 5 seconds behind Matthew Beerer, who is currently in lead
So here we have Mathieu Bierer at the finish. He took the lead now. First of all, I have to ask you, you were competing at European Champs in the uphill running. Did you use your skills in the last uphill on the route choice to the towards the arena?
Yes, I tried to use it like resonating the stairs as fast as I could, but the first part was already really physical. I had pretty tired legs, but I tried to push, and yeah, it was physically I was completely dead in the end.
But this time it was also about the technical side. How did you manage to do it with your orienteering skills?
In the start it was already a route choice to first control. I hadn't had time to check the different routes. I took the first one, who seems to be the fastest one, and then I took it.
Perfect, good job, and see you tomorrow.
Thanks, thank you very much.
And here we can see Rachel Marxer towards the finish. She was in the battle of medals, but now I think she's a little bit behind, but still in the battle for the podium. That's for sure, that will be tight. She was 11 seconds behind on the second last control. And we have last meters for Rachel Marxer. What place it will be? What place will it be for Rachel Marxer? And she is 7th. It should be 7th place for Rachel Marxer from Switzerland. Yes, it is. 16 seconds behind Eli Punto and Michaela Novotná.
And probably the last women who can do something with the final results, who can do something with the medals, is Ingeborg Jerol Musland. She just punched the first split time and she is 13, but just 12 seconds behind. And now we can see the comparison between Novotná, Punto and Marxer.
We can see different route choice by Novotná. She went through the athletics stadium. The Eli Punto and Rachel Marxer went from the south. And here she is, Ingeborg Jerol from Norway. She is some seconds behind. It will be around 10 seconds. It's 13 seconds behind, but still it's 2 seconds faster split time than Michaela Novotná, and just 3 seconds behind Eli Punto on this split time on Monastery Garden. So really good start for Ingeborg Jerol Musland, and she is in the battle for the gold medal.
But I can also tell that Ilse Jumike from Latvia started pretty well, and she's just 15 seconds behind on the first split.
Here we can see comparison, the leaders in the finish and Ingeborg Jerol Musland. We can see different route choice of Eli Punto towards control number 4, and now different route choice for Ingeborg to control number 6, and another different route choice from Eli Punto to control number 9. And here we can see that Ingeborg Rulman is faster actually on the city square than the leading duo in the finish. So this will be drama until the very end. That's what we like on the orienteering, that's what we like on the sprint orienteering. Really dramatic race here in Stříbro in Czechia today. I mean, at Junior World Orienteering Championships, it's always a drama, and I like it. We saw drama yesterday, and we see really dramatic race today. We saw VIP tent, where we saw also the organizers from JWOC 2026 in Sweden, and now we can see Rachel Marxer on the GPS tracking.
And Ingeborg Rulmusland is just 9 seconds behind at square. She has the same time as Michaela Novotná, as she is 1 second behind Eli Punto. So this might be very exciting. And we will pay attention.
Yeah, we are not following man right now, but Rauli Aho definitely deserves our attention. He is running 38 seconds behind position 20 right now. Similar time as Jan Stříček, who is now keeping position 19 in the finish. Still Mathieu Bührer in the lead, ahead of Iver Thun and Loegberger. Two Swiss guys in the medal positions. Filip Jančík from Slovakia 4th, Marton Chobot from Hungary 5th, and Guillaume Verou, the biggest favorite of today's race, is now keeping position number 6. We have also Spanish flag in top 10 because Mateo Rodriguez Diaz is 7th, and 2 French flags, Mathieu Laporte and Antoine Deroux and Romain Pichard. So 3 flags. We have 4 French flags in top 10 right now. Really good performance by French runners today.
But I think we maybe expected them to being in the first half of the first top 10. I think some of them, at least Guillaume Verou, will be unhappy about the final part of his race today. And we also are waiting for some Swedish good result today, because in the men's class there is Lundström sitting in 15 spots at the moment to finish. We can see Odin Ek starting pretty bad, he was 1 minute behind. And now at start we can see Alfred Björnerud 7 seconds behind the best time yesterday, matching the time of Guillaume Verou.
But for the Swedish team there is one more hope, Ludwig Rosén, who is starting in 10 minutes. So there is still one hope for Swedish team, and we have to wait until the finish line.
But it is, as we can say, it is the last hope.
Yeah, it really is.
You can see Norwegian jersey on the start.
But in the women's class I have a great feeling, because there is only Ingeborg Rulmusland who can still take a lead, still take the first gold medal. Otherwise there is no one else anymore, and in that case, if Ingeborg Rulmusland doesn't take the lead, Michaela Novotná and Eli Punto are going to be leaders and winners of today's race.
And we can see on GPS that Rulmusland took the right route choice to the 13 control, and we will be waiting for the splits. She still has 3 controls towards the intermediates, and then we will know. Then we will know if she is still a gold medal contender. Actually, if you are a gold medal contender, it means a medal contender, because there is Henriette Radzikovsky sitting at spot number 3, sitting at bronze medal position right now, losing just 4 seconds.
So we are waiting for Ingeborg Roll-Mosland from Norway. She is already approaching control number 13. She performed well on the crucial last leg. And very soon we'll have a pre-warning from her.
But now we are sure that it will be the first medal for the home team, because Michaela Novotná surely will take the medal. We just don't know if it will be gold or silver. Adam Zivka-Veselý, the home runner in front of the home crowd, is running into the finish.
It is 21st place for Adam Zivka-Veselý.
It is 15th place for Tomáš Urbánek, yes, 19th for Jan Striček, and 21st for Adam Zivka-Veselý. These are 3 best Czech runners, maybe a little bit more far away from the medal positions.
And we can see a GPS comparison of the current leaders, Novotná and Punto, and Doria Salopek from Croatia. We can see that Doria Salopek is behind from the very beginning, losing some seconds, but still it can be a good result for Croatia. And we have a pre-warning for Ingeborg Roll-Mosland, and we will wait for her time. We are really curious how it will be, because this can be a drama. Last girl who can win a medal today, I think. And we should see her very soon in the arena.
But it looks like she will be some seconds late. There is just 50 seconds of running from the last intermediate, and she was 7 seconds behind Henriette Radzikovsky, which means 7 seconds behind the medal. But soon we will see.
There she is, Ingeborg Roll-Mosland, on the last control and last meters from the Norwegian girl, and she is approaching the finish. Will it be the medal? I don't think so. She's behind, and she's behind the podium. She's 7. 2 seconds behind Rita Maramaroshi on 6th place, and 14 seconds behind Eli Punto and Michaela Novotná. So she lost somewhere in the last part of the race, and now we can see it.
Yeah, but we can see that she was already behind running into the last route choice, so she was losing time through the course. She had a good start, but then yeah, it looks like she was lagging behind physically behind Michaela Novotná and Eli Punto. But what it means that we will have, for 99%, we will have 2 gold medalists, and it will be the first gold for a home crowd. It will be the first medal for Czechia. Eli Punto and Michaela Novotná will probably share the gold, and then there will be a bronze medal for Henriette Radzikovsky from Switzerland. And it looks quite clear that Zelin Sandwald will be 4th, Annabelle Delaine will be 5th, and Rita Maramaroshi will go for a diploma for a 6th place today.
What a tight race, only 12 seconds behind, and Rita Maramaroshi is already 6th.
It was tough, it was technically difficult, it was physically demanding, but still we can see so tight results, so tight race. And right now in front of our commentatory tent we could see Eli Punto and Michaela Novotná running and jogging, calming down together, and they will go together also to the podium, to the highest spot today.
We can still enjoy some aerial pictures of Stříbro, as we have the women's class already decided. I think at least in the front places we are still following the men's race. In a women's class we have Ilze Jumike from Latvia. We mentioned that she had a great start. In the finish she is 50 seconds behind on 17th position, but I think very good performance by Latvian junior orienteer. She has the same time as Lucie Codiot from France, so top 20 position for Latvia.
Still we have 4 men to start today. One of them is Ludwig Rosén, and I think he has to do something with that, because Sweden has no podium position today, and I think also no top 10 position if I'm right. So now it is really the last hope of the Swedish team. Ludwig Rosén, who will start in 1.5 minutes, and he will be pre-last starter of today's race.
And we can see the leaders of women's race, Michaela Novotná and Eli Punto, jogging and cooling down together here in the arena. And in leader's chair of the men's class is Mathieu Bührer, happy and smiling. Let's go! Yes. Mathieu Bührer, Hilversum second, Leukberger third, Filip Jančík fourth, Marton Chobot fifth, and Guillaume Vero sixth. This is the top 6 right now in the men's race.
And I'm sure that Mathieu Bührer will take a medal today, and I think that's a sure thing. We don't know if it will be a gold one, but it will be a medal for Mathieu Bührer, still men 18, but already last year attacking medals in JWOC in Romania.
We mentioned Alfred Bjernerud from Norway. He is now on 8th place on the split time in Monastery Gardens, 24 seconds behind Leukberger, who is leading on that split time. Now we can see Kenisyon from Pelcham. He is some 40 seconds behind, 26th right now, and here the last chance for Sweden for a good result and for a medal. Ludwig Rosén.
He had a quite okay race yesterday. He was 10th on his 3rd leg, which makes him a contender to top 10 at least, and I think Sweden really needs it. That would be a very bad day for Sweden if there is no Swedish runner in top 10. Now we can see a comparison among Bührer, Kennis, Thun and Bjernerud. You can see that Bjernerud started really well, but we know that he was some 24 seconds behind Bührer, punching the control number 11.
Lukas Wiese from Austria, approaching the 9th control in the Monastery Gardens. It's 55 seconds behind 50, place 50 for Austrian runner.
When we are watching men, we have a very good time from Callum White from Australia. He is 46 seconds here in the arena before the finish. He's 46 seconds behind Mathieu Bührer, which means 14th place.
So we will have very soon Callum White in a finish, and it's probably best Australian result in the men's class today.
It is. It will be definitely the best Australian result today.
We are still following Lucas Wieser by picture, but in the arena we can hear that Callum White was finishing, and he is on place 50 in the finish right now. Here we have the Austrian passing the main square.
You can see how much attention the Iranian athletes get. One photographer, one camera, steady camera zoom. We are getting it covered today.
Oh, I am on the screen. Oh shit.
Sometime before the really end of today's race, and yeah, we are waiting for Rosen. But now let's wrap up the results of the women class, because that's it. Eli Punto and Michaela Novotná will take the gold medals. Then Henriette Radzikowski, bronze medal. Selin Sandvald, Annabelle Delaine, Ritta Maramaroshi will go to the podium and get the diploma. Ingeborg Ruhl-Musland 7th, Eva-Lina Ojanaho 8th, Lucia Dietrichova 9th, and Imogen Peters from Great Britain is 10th and closing us top 10 of women's race today.
So this is the standings at finish, and I think we can close the women's race. Eli Punto and Michaela Novotná sharing the gold. Dave, I remember when we were at JWOC in Poland that 3 guys shared the gold medal in a middle distance. Now we have just 2 gold medals, but still,
yeah,
2 gold medals today.
I remember that as well. Unfortunately, it was none of us sitting on that gold medal.
Yeah.
But I believe it is, even though it is shared between the nations, it is also good to have a shared gold medal.
We saw Alwyn Craig in the last meters of the race, placed 23.
But now we are watching gold medalists from yesterday. Alfred Björnerud. He is attacking top 10. He is 8th at the last control, and he is fighting for top spot in top 10. It is very close in that waters. Yeah, he is number 8, 29 seconds behind Mathieu Birer, and we can tell that it looks well for Mathieu Birer, and it looks as well for good as well for Iver Thun and Loic Berger from Switzerland.
I must say, those 2 guys from Switzerland, Mathieu Birer and Loic Berger, who were both at European uphill champs, they both took 1st and 2nd place, and I knew that they will be really strong at this championship. Now we can see that both of them took a medal today. Or no, it's not over yet. It's not over yet, but they are very close to take 2 medals.
We can see the GPS comparison. Birer and Björnerud took the longer route choice than Iver Thun, but as we heard in the interview, Mathieu Birer is extremely fast, so uphill was not an issue for him, and he performed extremely well in the very last meters of the course.
And soon we will have Rosen to the first intermediate, and that will tell us a lot. That will tell us if we can close the result or not.
But now Nathan Burton from New Zealand, 1 minute and 1 second behind on the main square.
And we have a bad news for Sweden. Ludwig Rosen is losing time. He is losing 50 seconds, and that means that Kuba, you were right. Those 3 guys will reach the medals, and it will be very pity for Filip Jancik, who will lose 1 second to a medal.
Yeah, it's not over still yet, but I think this could be already the final result in top 6. But we have to wait until the last second of the race, because as we can see, still something can happen on the last through choice or wherever.
It can, but Ludwig Rosen punched another split and he is 51 seconds behind, 40-second spots. We can also watch Nathan Borton rejoices compared to Mathieu Birer and Iver Dausen-Thun. It is tough to match the two best runners of today's race.
And Ludwig Rosen from Sweden approaching the TV control on the main square. One of the last starters today, but he is behind. So this will not be the Swedish day today. Linus Wernström is the best Swede on 16th position in men's class. Alma Svenerud 12th in women's class. And Ludwig Rosen is 57 seconds behind on position 37 right now. We can see the GPS comparison between the Ludwig Rosen and first two leaders in the finish, Bührer and Thun. We can see that Ludwig was losing from the very beginning. Now maybe not the optimal route choice to control number 6, where he lost another meters. And now some technical control in the park, but we can see the leaders. We have 3 leaders: Michaela Novotná, Eli Punto and Mathieu Bührer. In the meantime, we have in the finish Lukas Wiese from Austria, 1 minute and 40 seconds behind, 55th place.
And we saw Mathieu Bührer who is leading, that is correct. He is 2 seconds ahead of Iver Dausen-Thun. He is just 4 seconds ahead of Loic Berger. He is 5 seconds ahead of Filip Jančík on 4th spot. Martin Chobot 11 seconds behind and he is 5th. So tight. Guillaume Verhoef, because of his big mistake at the end of the course, he is 6th right now. It seems he will be 6th and go for a diploma. Lost 21 seconds today. Mateo Rodriguez Diaz 7th, Alfred Bienerut 8th, Matthias Latast 9th and Antoine Derlot 10th place.
And this is the last starter, if I'm not mistaken. Hüseyin Sahan from Turkey is running on his way to control number 10. Then he will punch control number 11 on the main square in Stříbro. And Hüseyin Sahan.
He is 150th, losing 2 minutes 43 seconds. So many runners today took the course, and you can't lose seconds. And if you lose over a minute or 2 minutes, then it means that you are far away from podium and from top positions. We can see Hussein approaching control number 11. It's the main square of Stříbro. But now we are back in the arena. We are watching the last control, which made so huge trouble to Alma Svenerud today. But still, she is the best Swede today. She is 12th, and it looks like it's eventually be it. Yeah, she will be 12th and best Swedish runner today. Again, we could see that the gates into the arena, into the track, was very narrow one, and you had to squeeze in.
So as
the Bulgarian runners in the finish. We can recap the standings at finish in the women's class. Eli Punto and Michaela Novotná sharing the gold medal, 14:04. 4 seconds behind is Henrietta Radzikovsky on a bronze medal position. Then Zelin Zandvald, Annabel Delaine and Rita Maramaroshi. One of the big favorites is closing the podium. Then Ingeborg Röhl-Mosland, Evalina Ojanaho, Lucia Dietrichová and Imogen Peters. This is the top 10 of women's race, and there are happy faces of the winners in the women's class.
Yeah, it also means 2 Czech runners into top 10, 2 Finnish runners into top 10.
I didn't expect that.
I think for both nations it is a very good result after yesterday's no medal competition for them. So we wouldn't expect that maybe. There is no Swedish runner, for example, but there are 2 Finns and 2 Czechs.
Yeah, it's always good to see many flags in the front in a men's class. We have Mathieu Bieder, Yves Loikberger. We have 2 Swiss guys on the medal position. But then we have Slovakia, Filip Jančík. We have Hungary, Martin Chabot. We have France, Guillaume Verreau. We have Spain on 7th place, Matteo Rodriguez Diaz. We have Norway again in top 10, Alfred Prinderud. And we have another 2 French flags in top 10, Mathieu Laporte and Antoine Delaux. So really good performance by French guys, even though they maybe were thinking about the medal, at least for Guillaume Verreau. But yeah.
Right now we will probably follow Ludwig Rosén, who punched the split, and he is 33rd, so 1 minute and 11 seconds behind. Now he will punch the pre-last control, and we will see him soon. Yeah, we already see him here in the arena towards the last control. He already sees the last control. Now it's just about to squeeze into the gates. Yeah, it was not easy for Ludwig Rosén. He almost hit the fence. But right now he is 31st actually, so he's catching up some positions and climbing up into top 30. And exactly, yeah, indeed, he is number 30, 1 minute and 12 seconds behind. And that was the last top positions contender, so I think we can close the results of the men as well. That will be 2 medals for Switzerland.
Okay, so we have a replay of Iver Thun, Mathieu Bieder and Ludwig Rosén as one of the last starters, and we see that Ludwig also picked the longer route choice towards control number 15. Yeah, we saw the Mathieu Bieder was very fast also on that route choice, but I think the Ivar Thun's route choice was actually better.
If we go back to the results, I can see that David Baumberger is the last one of the Swiss runners, and he is 24th. So all 6 Swiss runners in top 25.
Incredible, incredible.
Here we have Mathieu Bieder one more time. Now it's clear you are the winner of today's sprint distance. How are your feelings and emotions right now?
I think I don't understand it. I'm so happy. I can't believe it that I'm first. The race was so hard, physically and mentally with the route choices. I can't believe it, but yeah, for me it's incredible.
It is your first gold medal in the JWOC, and I guess the more are going to come later, because it looks like you are in a really good shape, and tomorrow is the long distance, which could be possibly your favorite distance. What are your feelings about this?
Yes, I'm really looking forward for long distance. Like before the JWOC, the sprint and the long distance were the two races where I like to perform the best. And I think tomorrow, yeah, I hope the course will suit me well. Today my legs didn't feel that fresh, but we will see tomorrow. And I'm really looking forward for the race of tomorrow.
Very good job and congratulations one more time.
Thank you very
much. Good luck tomorrow.
Thanks.
And we have the replay of the medalists. Eli Punto, Michaela Novotná, Henrietta Račikovský. Very similar route choice towards the number one, but in the end Henrietta Račikovský went from the right, and Eli Punto took the steep stairs there and was actually first on the first control, so she made this zigzag route choice with many stairs, but she was really fast on that route choice. Then she climbed again long stairs. Michaela Novotná was maybe faster towards the fourth control, closing the gap and taking the lead here on control number 6. Then ladies were navigating between these two controls in the walls of the monastery gardens. Then a route choice towards control number 9. We see different route choice of Novotná and Punto, and here we can see that they are very similar, almost the same performance all the time. And also we saw different route choice of Henrietta Račikovský to control 12, but it was not much worse. I think it was a very competitive route choice, and they all took the same ideal route choice to control number 13. So this is it, and we can see how Henrietta Račikovský made the great progress in the uphill towards control number 13, but then she lost and again some meters in the very end. But as you can see, it was extremely tight battle, really extremely tight and really great. And we can see that this tight battle was in favor of Eli Punto and Michaela Novotná. They are sharing the gold medal today. And now the man.
Mathieu Birer, he came for medals, and yeah, he's completing his goals because he has a gold medal from today's sprint race. He was 2 seconds faster than Iver Dalsson Thun and 4 seconds faster than bronze medalist also from Switzerland, Loic Berger. Quite a pity for Filip Jančík on 5th spot, but he's still man 18, and I think the medals will come in next year's, and still it's a great result for Slovakia. Then we have Marton Chobot on 5th place, just 11 seconds behind Guilhem Verhoef, the last one who will go into podium for the 6th spot. Mateo Rodriguez Diaz from Spain took 7th spots. And then we have Alfred Bienerit, Matthias Latast and Antoine Derlot. And now we will see the race from the point of view of GPS trackers of Birer, Thun and Berger. Yeah, we can see the same route choice towards the first control. Berger was a little bit ahead of the rest. Yeah, and also the end was the same route choice to second control, third control. Berger took a little bit slow route choice to fourth control, but he was very fast on that. We thought that this S-shaped route choice will be losing one, but it wasn't in performance of Loic Berger. Then you can see that Loic Berger again took another route choice to the control number 6. Mathieu Birer was very close together with Iver Dalsson Thun, and you can see that Loic Berger had a margin to the other ones, so he was on gold medal spot still on the 7th, 8th and 9th control around those petanque pitch up in the monastery gardens. Still a lead for Loic Berger on the way to 10th control. Then Bierer and Thun split up, but came together on control number 10. And here it looks like Matthew Bierer started to catch up and gaining some seconds towards Loic Berger, but he still was in the lead when the boys started to run towards... Oh yeah, now we can see the mistake from Loic Berger. He backed out twice on the way from 13th towards the 14th control to take the right route choice, but he lost over 10 seconds while hesitating and running back and forth. Matthew Bierer took the steps, but he is an extremely fast uphill runner, so that was not a problem at all for him. And this route choice was a fast one when we saw it, Matthew Bierer did. We could see that Iver Thun was far behind, but thanks to the mistake of Loic Berger, he got into the second position behind Matthew Bierer and ahead of Loic Berger. From what we could see, Loic Berger was the fastest one on course today, definitely, but he made 2 mistakes, approximately both of them for 10 seconds. And he lost just 4 seconds, so great performance by him. It was the 3rd spot, bronze medal, but still he was probably the biggest favorite for the gold medal during the course. And we could see right now, thanks to the analysis, that he lost quite a lot of time, but still he managed to be 1 second faster.
And we are ready for the flower ceremony. We will have top 2 women on the top position, and then we will have a bronze position for Henriette Racikovsky. And with the flower ceremony we will wrap up and close our stream for dramatic sprint distance today. And we should invite you, and I think this was the best invitation for you to follow the long distance tomorrow with us. Streaming starts at 11 AM tomorrow, and we will stream the long distance from Hurki. We will move east from Plzeň, but now the flower ceremony for the best women of today's race. So now we will have 3rd place, and it goes to Switzerland. Henriette Racikovsky. Really good performance.
She had not the best start, she lost a lot in the beginning, but then she was catching up and gaining seconds to the others. But that's well it as well for Michaela Novotná, who started not greatly. She was 15 seconds behind already on the 3rd spot, but together with Eli Punto, she at the end managed to run home for the gold medal. And it was really a home run, because it was in front of the Czech crowd here in Stříbro at JWOC 2024 in Pilsen. Yeah, you can see that here is the crowd. I think we had a very nice atmosphere here in the stadium of Baník Stříbro at the arena of sprint race.
Yeah, definitely nice pictures and a pure joy in the eyes of the medalists. Michaela Novotná, Eli Punto and Henriette Racikovsky. This is the podium of today's sprint, and we have 3 medals for Switzerland today, so I think they will be really happy. We have another medal for Norway in a men's class, 1st medal for Finland, and 1st medal for Czechia.
And we can see a tiara for Michaela Novotná. This is a JWOC tradition. All the
this is the tradition of the prize giving ceremony.
This is just the flower ceremony, but it's always nice when you have a teammate and they support you in the team.
So it will be maybe another tiara tomorrow for Michaela Novotná, because we will have a medal ceremony tomorrow together with long distance ceremony. It will be, I guess, even more crowded because there is Czech O2 races run together with JWOC, so there should be at least 1,000 spectators in the arena of long distance tomorrow, and the medals from today will be given just there in Hurki. And now we have a man going for the podium.
We mentioned Filip Jančík 1 second behind the medal. Marton Chobot 11 seconds behind. Guillaume Verreau 21 seconds. And here are the medalists. On third place we have Loic Perger from Switzerland. On second place, Iver Talsson Thun from Norway, and the winner of today's race, Mathieu Bührer. Yeah, guys, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. We can say it. Of course, Mathieu Bührer, from the Bührer name, is quite famous in orienteering world, I would say, and he confirmed it. But first, Loic Perger. He ran really well, but then a game-changing mistake in the very end and a missed opportunity for the better result, but still a bronze medal. I think he will be really satisfied and he will forget for the mistake soon. But second place, Iver Dalsen Thun from Norway, just 2 seconds behind Mathieu Bührer in the end. And we have another medal for Norway. So really good start for Norway for this championship, and we are still in the city, and I am really looking forward what they will show up in the forest. And of course the winner, Mathieu Bührer from Switzerland.
We could see a celebration in a way of Cristiano Ronaldo from Mathieu Bührer. I think he is more successful in these days. Cristiano didn't score the penalty yesterday, but Mathieu Bührer scored well today when winning a gold medal in a sprint race of JWOC 2024.
Yeah, and with these nice pictures we are closing our stream slowly from today's sprint distance. I hope you enjoyed the dramatic race, at least as we enjoyed it here on our commentary position. And we are really looking forward to what tomorrow's long distance brings. Guys, thank you very much.
Thank you. It was a celebration of sprint orienteering today, in my opinion, and I can't wait until tomorrow long race when we will move into the forest. And something tells me that we will see these two Swiss uphill runners again on top.
Yeah, and with some replays and hesitations of Lucia Dietrichova, we are closing the stream. So thanks for watching today, and we are looking forward for tomorrow's long distance. Streaming starts at 11 o'clock at tv.orienteering.sport. So bye bye for today and enjoy the rest of the day and the nice shots from the Junior World Orienteering Championships 2024 here in Stříbro in Czechia.
JWOC 2024 is supported by Region Plzeň, City of Plzeň, Škoda Group, the National Sport Agency, municipalities of Dobřív, Dobříč, Hůrky and Stříbro, companies Streicher, Göring, Mercury International, AC Heating, Innovate, Rockpoint, Hanach and Grant Thornton.